What's up and welcome to episode 4 of the Not So Indie Show, a monthly show where we get together and we chat about pretty much everything that isn't indie gaming. It's mostly focused around AAA gaming, but we often talk about films or trailers or TV shows or anything else that kind of takes our fancy, but it is more of a AAA game focus on the show. This show is available to our patrons, our lovely patrons, a week early. $1 will get you audio access a week early. $3 will get you video access a week early. Or you can join the Big Boy Club, and they're going across the screen now, and that will cost you $5 to get into that elusive club.
Elusive?
Elusive?
You can't catch it.
You can't catch it. Do you mean exclusive?
No, he means elusive.
Elusive.
It's
I was going to say it's
impossible to
We
track.
don't want it to be hard to find. We want their money.
Can you do a series of links that go in all kinds of places on the internet? You really have to search for it.
Yeah.
But no, so and so this I should probably talk about this week, or the way this works, because we've got quite a few new listeners, so this might be the first time you're seeing this show. We have so we start off talking about what we've been playing, what we talk about.
We talk about what we've been talking about,
talk about what we've been playing. Again, focus around AAA games. We then have probably the best part of the show and the most intelligent part of the show, especially when it comes to its title, the extraordinary quiz. Yeah.
I go in on it again, but we talk about it every time, but it's just doesn't make any sense.
We also pick a news feature or an announcement or a trailer or something else that's happened over the last month that we want to talk about as a group.
Yeah.
And then we have a main topic. Today's main topic is it's actually inspired from COD Black Ops 4, the fact that it probably it's not going to have a single player campaign. It's going to be an online only game, but it's still going to cost £50, and we want to talk about, is that justifiable? Can we still be charged that much money for a game that's always had certain amounts of content, but now that content's gone? Should it be getting a price chop with it? But yeah, so enough of that. I am Lewis Woodhouse. You can see my name now. You can find me at What's Up Woody. I don't know why I said my surname. It's very formal. Tom?
You've got to do full surnames now. I want the full thing.
Tom Smith?
Yes. No, you need to Twitter handle, mate. This is how we advertise you, my man.
Streak of profit.
And I'm Daniel. I'm not going to say my surname.
Never say surname.
No, fuck that shit. I'm the Dice Bear, and you can find me at the Dice Bear. Just type in the Dice Bear, and you go.
I'll put it in the show note. But yeah, so gents, it's been actually over a month because we had Rezzed and we done this earlier, and one of us wasn't here for last. You weren't here for the last one.
That's right.
You weren't here for a couple of weeks, and I wasn't here for the one before that.
Yeah. So we've had a few mix-ups and a few not mix-ups. I'm too sharp. Let's go on to what we've been playing. What have we been playing? I know you've already said you said you might be playing something.
New show. Well, he'd already said what he's been playing in the previous show.
Oh yeah.
But so in this podcast, just in case you haven't seen all our podcasts,
stuff I want to talk about.
Go for it.
First of all,
The Division.
No.
Okay.
I got M to play Dark Souls.
What? No, really?
Yeah.
Why are you so mean?
Best laugh ever.
Why are you so...
She
this game out. It's easy.
She can't play games. And
so you give her Dark Souls?
Exactly. Well, Dark Souls 2 to be precise.
Dark Souls 2?
Mostly because...
That doesn't make it any better.
I own Dark Souls 2, 3 and Bloodborne. And I want to play Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3. So I was like, get on this. And I was watching her play. I didn't want to, have my...
put the pressure on even more.
Have you played Dark Souls 2?
No, I've never touched it in my life.
Okay.
I played Dark Souls 1.
Okay.
So you gave your missus, who doesn't play computer games,
not at all,
a notoriously difficult game.
I explained
for
to
people
her,
who play games.
I tried to put it off her, right? Because I was like, I said it as a joke. I was like, it would be really funny if we could do like a stream of you playing Dark Souls. I think that'd be a great stream.
Yeah.
She's like, I'd do that. And I was like, well, we can't do that.
Do you ever think we should really just employ M instead of Tom?
Yeah.
Why?
She probably better.
Well, she plays the game.
Wait till you hear the story.
Oh, okay, let's go.
Yeah. And she was like, no, I'll do it. And I was like, well, we can do it now if you want. We can't stream it. And she was like, oh yeah, I'll do it. And I was like, you understand this is an notoriously difficult game. Like for people who play games, this is hard.
Yeah.
She was like, no, yeah, I'll do it. I'm up for that. I was like, okay. And then I put it in. I was like, you're sure? And she was like, yeah. And then she put it in and she watched the opening cutscene.
Yeah.
And she was like, it's a bit creepy, isn't it? like an old woman's like monologue, and she's like, I don't like her, and I was like, oh yeah, she's not very nice. And she got dumped into the game, and then the first thing in Dark Souls 2, you're in this sort of big grassed area on this like sort of podium,
Yeah.
and you walk forward to this light and a bridge, right?
Yeah.
And there's like distant pillars and stuff you see in the far off distance. So she starts walking around and starts explaining to her that one stick is the camera, one stick is to move.
Yeah.
And I was like, you can do both at the same time. She kept stopping and looking around.
Nice. Nice.
And she was
Definitely employ her.
Yeah, and she walked forwards
You
towards.
get a Dark Souls.
I know. She started like walking towards the light. We're obviously supposed to go that way.
Yeah, yeah.
And she like made a hard left. And
Nice.
and I was thinking like, oh, okay, I'm not gonna say anything. I'll let her figure it out on her own. She's walking around. She's like swinging the sword. She's like, what do I do? Like, where am I supposed to go? And I was like, what do you mean where you're supposed to go? It's pretty obvious. And she was like, it's not. And I said, look around. And she was like, stopped. And she started moving the camera around. Like, she had like a small 45-degree. Like,
She didn't even do a full spin. Love it.
and then she walked right off the edge of a cliff and got a trophy for the first death in the game.
Yeah.
From walking off a cliff. Not from any enemy. Nowhere near an enemy at this point. And that made me laugh, obviously. And then she went into the character creation a bit after that. She enjoyed doing that.
Yeah.
And then she walked forward a bit, past that house, and then into a cave, and there was like a zombie there, so he's like, nothing. Killed the zombie.
Yay!
I was like, well done.
Excellent.
Good
Nice.
job. And she
Did
started,
you please tell me you clapped like that? Well done.
Probably.
Good
Probably
job.
like me. I was
Nice.
like, well done.
Nice.
And then she walked into the next sort of chamber, and you could hear like a in the background. She was like, oh, it's a bit scary. And I was like, is it scary? It's not that scary. It's only Dark Souls. And she was like, oh, I don't know. And then I was like, we'll go through that doorway. And we went down the doorway, and this was this huge like ogre thing. And I was like,
Yeah.
don't go that way. I was like, oh, okay. And then like went a bit further on, found the first real enemy that actually properly attacks you. And she tried to fight it twice, died twice, and then she was like, no.
yeah. But to be honest, that's understandable.
Wait. She's played more Dark Souls than you.
No, again, I've played Dark Souls.
Dark Souls 2. She
What?
played more Dark Souls.
More Dark Souls 2 than me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And got further than him.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got much further than me in Dark
Yeah.
Souls 2, I've got to say that. Yeah. And yeah, so that was great. That was a good time.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
I also dabbled in the PS Plus game, the racing ones, Trackmania or something.
Oh, I love that game.
Turbo Trackmania. No.
Trackmania
Trackmania
Turbo.
I played it briefly, I was not into it.
You're not,
Really?
I really liked it.
Only because the tracks are like 2 seconds long.
Yeah.
Yes,
arcade
yeah, it's a
racing.
speed game, and it's actually about incredible precision.
Precision. Yeah. Sorry, Lewis.
Sorry, mate. I contracted it. It's being this close. It's because I wasn't vaccinated as a child.
Oh, I see.
And,
So you've got all the details
I've
that
got-
should no longer exist.
I should know, yes.
Smallpox? Sure.
But luckily, because the Earth is flat, there was a cure to it.
That's
and,
great, yeah. God came down and he
yeah.
gave you a cure, yeah.
It's about that sort of really millimeter precise driving.
I did
knowing
sort of
exactly
yeah.
where to have the correct speed and that lot, and it is all the tracks, and some of them you can do which are nearly 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
I
more
think
online.
I was more hoping for
Like, you mean like actual lapped races?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was hoping more for that. And I
No,
guess I was
this
a bit
is very
disappointed.
much an arcade.
Yeah.
You go from A to
I
B.
really liked
I
it.
tried to do a user created map.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, they're so
fucking
good
awesome.
once
It
you
was
get into it.
horrendous.
That's so good.
I did one and I was like, this is shit, and I turned it off.
Oh,
if you depend
get
if
into
you
it.
went on the hard difficulty one, they are like because you have
went
no
on
idea
long.
what to go.
But the problem was, it was like,
Always go on stunt.
it was all sharp corners.
Yeah.
And I literally, if I went even a little bit fast, I just fly off the edge.
Yes.
And I was
Yeah,
like,
the
this
whole
is
game.
shit.
The whole
And I
game
literally just turned it off after
is
that.
about being
like,
that precise.
It's very
Turn that off.
precise. I really enjoyed it actually.
I love it.
Maybe
It reminded
I
me
maybe
so
give
much
it
of the
a go.
old. If you think of it just as an arcade racer,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
and
all
go for that incredibly precise and
I
try
was-
and
yeah.
cheat,
Yeah, I see what you mean.
find
Cut
cuts,
corners, yeah.
things
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that, and it's made to do that.
Hmm.
I've got a review
You have
Yeah.
got a review on the
Yeah.
on the dice.
on the Dice Bear on it,
Which I really liked that.
explains it and talks about the fact
Yeah.
that it is that old school
I was
racer.
hoping for like a
and why I love it.
Wipeout style sort of thing. But obviously
No,
with cars.
I
yeah.
really want to play Wipeout in VR.
Oh, I'd be sick in
What is
seconds.
the concept of that? Like,
So
how do you,
it's
where
just
are
you
you?
just you're playing in VR. It's just
You'd be inside the.
So you're in it.
no, not you see the thingy.
Oh
it's
no, I
like
wouldn't
third
like that. I
person,
want
you
to
see
be
it.
in it.
What's
If
the-
I'm
I'm sure you
VR,
can.
it's
You can.
always-
You're in
I
it
would-
because you can change the
yeah.
camera to on the game, so you could be in it.
That sounds vomit inducing, but okay.
Yeah.
I played Wipeout in ages, I might play it.
Um,
That's quite a good game.
So Trackmania Turbo, and you watched your
missus play
get
Dark
further
Souls
in
2.
Dark Souls 2 than you.
Yeah.
Fair dues.
Dan,
Dan, do you want the next or shall I chat?
It's up to you, mate. What do you go for it?
Oh, I'll get out. I've not played loads of AAA stuff actually. I've been so busy with indie stuff that I've not had a chance, to be honest. I have God of War sat on my PlayStation 4 at the moment.
Have you still not played that yet?
No, because I know
I suppose with all
it's
the
not
other
the game
shit
I want to just play for an hour. Like, I want to
Yeah.
make sure when I'm playing that's going to be 2 weeks. It's going to get done. I've not looked at spoilers, but I've seen it's about 40 to 45 hours.
Yeah.
So I want to kind of get invested in that. So I might wait until the May half term. I'm tempted to actually delete it off my hard drive and then just go back and go, okay, I've got a week now, May half term.
Why delete it? Just leave it on there. Then you don't have to download it again.
It's true. It takes up so much space. But anyway.
It does, yeah. That's true.
But no, so I've actually been jumping back onto fighting games. All because you're bloody brother. And it's got me back into I've not done much this week, but the training.
I did see that Brian has
plays
been back
Injustice.
on the fighting games
He
as well.
plays-
Yeah, but not just as in a sort of I'm going to play with Tom and
No.
Lewis, as in right, I need to stop
Yeah.
prepping again.
Yeah.
And he's starting. That's one of our what we call them big
Patron.
boys.
Big boy
boys.
One
club.
of our big boys.
One of the big
patrons
boys
boys.
in the big boy
One of our
club.
big boys.
Yeah, so
I am so tempted to buy Injustice.
because Injustice really cool. So we do the mode where it's like
I fucking suck at fighting games, but I love the turtles.
Competitive-
So it's
competitive King of the Hill. And so if you win, you stay on, and then you just kind of work in a loop, and then you watch the other people fight while they're fighting that. So it's pretty cool. I play a lot of I've been playing a lot of Wonder Woman, but I've now started to learn Harley Quinn. She's a fucking bitch to learn, but when you get her down, you're like, oh my god, she's OP. If you can get certain moves down, you're like, fucking hell. But the timing is ridiculous. And I'm now officially back on Street Fighter. I've only put about 2 hours this week, kind of playing around on it. Back at trying to sort out Ryu and get better with him. But it's just the reason I stopped playing them is because I was only playing against people online.
Yeah.
And your brother is in complete agreement here. There is no other game that is as frustrating to play online as a fighting game.
Yeah.
Because you lose, the only person to blame is you. You can't see the other person.
Right.
You're like, no, I should win that. And you whiff and combo and the arcade sticks like thrown across from fucking shit. I'm never playing this game again. 10 minutes later, you're like, I have one more. I've got this one here. But I've now got a reason to. It is training. I've literally got a reason to train because your brother's back on it, and like I said, Brian.
It's like
So
a lot of things. If you've got someone to play along with, it's more
Just
fun.
way more fun, isn't it?
So,
You know, Destiny is a shit game if you play on your own. But as soon as you get other people playing it, it's great fun.
So-
Division, boring as shit on your
yeah.
own. You get other people to play with, great fun.
Overwatch.
Being a teenager, and
Overwatch, fucking crap on your own.
It's really
being
great.
a teenager and beating off on your own, it's fun at first, but it gets a bit boring. You get a misses, it comes a lot more fun.
And
Doesn't
that's
have to
how
be a
indie
missus. Just
Or-
anyone to touch your
Yeah.
tongs and
Indie
just
Cannibal
give
was
it a try.
formed based on the need for a jerk circ.
Yeah. We went through a shitload of digestives before forming this group.
Oh my god! People watching this are going to be like,
What will be
New
really
listeners.
interesting is the amount of people who get the joke and the amount of people who
Who
don't.
don't.
They're going to people they're going, what is a circ jerk and why is he talking about
biscuits.
digestives? And then there'll be the rest of you sick fucks
These
out
are
there
these
going,
people are the real
"Oh."
problem.
I just want to point
We're
out,
the ones
I
who
have
need to
been
weed
on.
out.
I've been on several rugby tours where that has been a thing. Not me personally, but it has been a
See, I've never understood that personally.
thing. Me neither.
I
But
don't really feel the need to masturbate in front of.
I think the
of anyone
guys that
else.
were doing it probably had no idea what was going on.
Oh yeah,
So
that
you
rugby tour. They
couldn't even really stand up,
so-
let alone beat one off.
Yeah,
So-
sure. Whack off on a biscuit.
Still going 6 hours later. You're all right. Just put score now, mate. I'm nearly there. But yeah, but no, that's all I've been playing. I've been putting some time in with fighters again, and I will play God of
Should
War.
begins once again.
I will play God of War. And I will say one thing actually. Dragon Ball Fighters. I really enjoy that game, and I've spoke a lot about that game. Actually, going back to say like Street Fighter, you realise that how fucking tight Street Fighter is as a game.
Oh yeah.
Like you take for granted because you're like, it's just a fighting game.
Perfected over
And then
years.
you go
though,
and
isn't
spend like, I think I've got like just under 100 hours on Dragon Ball Fighters. Go back to it and you're like, okay, Dragon Ball Fighters is good, but Arc system, what I do is great, but when it comes to like Capcom and Street Fighter. That is just.
But
like,
there's a
fucking
reason that's
perfection.
why it's the game that everyone sort of
Well,
like.
Evo is a Street Fighter tournament. Like it always
Yeah.
will be.
Yeah.
It's just and that game is, and it's got another new character coming into it. So
Gary, the waster on the street corner.
it is.
Yeah, man, just let him fucking kick it.
Go on then, Dan. I know because I'm excited for one of the games you've been playing. You talk about.
So, well, mainly the game I've been playing and I want to talk about, is Ni no Kuni 2, which I got for my birthday, and I've actually took time off and I've gone. This is the only game I am going to really play.
It's the only game you spoke about for a while.
Yeah, I've been so looking forward to this. I love Ni no Kuni. I love Studio Ghibli. I love the stories they bring and everything like that. And I was really looking forward to Ni no Kuni, and it is great. Apart from one bit that finally annoyed me, and I was like,
lack of drippy.
No, they do have those in there.
Okay.
When I spoke about it last time, I hadn't reached the point where you get your kingmaker, and basically Drippy is a kingmaker.
Okay.
And in here you get another guy, but it's basically Drippy again. Okay. Same sort of accent, same annoying bullshit. Welsh. Yeah, you're just there like, yeah, okay, I get it, and I'm more willing to cope with it now, having been through Ni no Kuni. Yeah. You're just like, and there's so much to love about this game. It is your classic RPG. You know, you've got the big open world. There's so much going on. A beautiful story. Lots of people are going to bitch about the fact that Studio Ghibli aren't involved. And that's not the issue.
I couldn't tell the difference in the visuals between the first and second.
Not in the gameplay visuals, but in the cutscene. Massive difference.
Tell, really?
Massive difference.
Who's the studio doing the animation then?
There isn't animation in it. What they've done is they've used the in-game footage to create cutscenes.
So in-game engine.
Yeah. Okay. So it's actually just the normal characters just having a chat with each other. Whereas before it was full-on Studio Ghibli, which was like, oh shit! Each time you got those, you felt that little joy. It's just the beautiful.
Have hired another company.
Well, you can. There are so many companies who do animation as well as Studio Ghibli. They don't tell stories as well, but the animation is as good. That you sort of like, fuck it, fob it off to another group, get those animations.
I'm sure they could simulate the same style of animation. It's not, it won't be that hard.
And so there's lots of nice bits. There's little bits that let it down, like these cutscenes. But to be honest, I'm not too fussed by that. Just purely because, okay, fine, they haven't been able to afford Studio Ghibli in it. They didn't want to pay that price. Or Studio Ghibli turned around and went, look, I'm terribly sorry, but a lot of our creators died recently. We can't really go out and do that then. We do apologise for the fact they were really chuffing old and we're busy bringing new people through who are doing projects and they're not ready to do multiple projects at once. The bit that really lets it down for me is there is a kind of it's sort of a army attack. So there's a skirmish. Yeah, kind of.
So I've seen screenshots. I've not seen gameplay of it.
So basically, what happens is you get a top-down view of your characters in the open world, and you get people who come along with you, and they'll have maybe an army of soldiers, an army of archers, and then you'll go against either people attacking you or you'll attack another part of the kingdom to slowly expand your influence and be more bits like that. And it's incredibly basic. It's very sort of dull. Especially considering you've gone through some really nice classic JRPG combat sections. Some really nice open world. Oh, shall I go fight those guys? Especially some of the big fuck off monsters that you see walking around just freely, and you're like, yeah, go on, let's go fucking try it. And then you get smashed. And you're like,
of course.
Well, luckily I saved just a second ago, so who gives a shit? But these like RTS parts, you'll go along and you'll fight another person, and it's boring. But what makes it really, really shit is that if you lose, it's game over. And then you start again.
You have to do the battle again.
You can choose to do the battle again, but losing a battle has no impact on your kingdom. And that's my issue. If I lose a battle...
It should have consequences.
It should have consequences. I want to be like, fuck, I've just lost that territory. Or, oh God, now I've got to really think about where I'm going to place this bit or do that lot and really have to think about how... you would control a kingdom. Not,
so
I've lost, I'll just try it again.
You basically just do it until you win. Like, there's no rule.
There's no consequence.
To it,
There's no issue to me losing.
Yeah, that's annoying,
and that really upset me because, well, a really good RPG it's a role play game.
Yeah.
You know, the idea of a role play game is you go in and then shit happens. And you're like, oh fuck, I screwed that event. That's causing this to happen.
Yeah.
And in this day and age of what we can do in JRPGs, there's no fucking excuse. It was one of the things that I always wanted in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
Yeah.
Was when you had your little gang and you slowly
Like
took over
turf
bits.
wars.
I wanted turf wars. I wanted to be losing sections and be like, right, I've got to get my fucking gang over there.
Yeah.
Get Bigsy there. Let's fucking... All right, it turned into London geezer. But hey, so, you know, Grand Theft Auto...
Londoners live in San Andreas.
Yeah, fuck it.
One and the same, aren't they?
My whole gang thing is more London geezers than it is... You know... There aren't really groups of people running around on BMXs in my mind of gangs. They're just in shell suits and they're stealing wheels. It's just that's gang culture in Eastbourne. But yeah, so dying has no consequence, and I think it really lets what has a really great game around it down to the point that I can't be asked with the skirmishes, with these battle parts.
Okay, so can you play the game without ever doing them?
Oh yeah,
Okay, so
but you're going to miss out on.
Trophies.
Well, no, not just
part of the
trophies,
game.
but you're going to miss out on the fact that you're going to be expanding your empire, and the whole point
see.
isn't that you just become king again of your small area.
Yeah.
You want to take over the globe. The person you're playing is a fucking megalomaniac.
Okay.
Right, it's full on. I want to have the whole world. Why? So they can all love each other. That doesn't sound right. Okay, so they can fucking love me. And you're like, okay, fair enough, mate. You look cute for a moment, but now I realise you're a fucking psycho. And I like that.
Yeah.
That's a good fucking story. But this
Yeah.
whole, game over, restart. No, don't make me
Do you
restart.
think if someone who's not like, who not against them but doesn't play RTS games, will they find the gameplay like unappealing, or
no? It's
is it because you're so into them?
I
it's
think
like,
this is so easy to get into. Everything
Yeah.
about it is very simple. There's nothing complex. This is very much a game that I would turn around to like a 10-year-old or someone like that and go, yeah, if you're not into these type of games, and go, here you go, here's an introduction to the world of JRPGs and strategy games and bits like that, because it's perfect for them. Anyone who's played loads of Final Fantasies or, you know, your Kingdom Hearts and bits like that, we're going to turn around and go, that's a bit fucking weak.
Yeah, what's this shit?
Yeah.
Where's my grind?
There is quite a nice grind in it.
Nice. Was it on stream to your brother the other day? I literally referred to myself. I am a grinding whore. I want to grind.
I want to
That's
grind.
what I love.
I want to rub myself
That's what I
against
love
the pole.
Final
I
Fantasy.
need to
Like,
take this audio out of context
Like-
somewhere else.
like Final Fantasy 15, the moment I saw a monster and I was like, he's level 200. Oh my god, the grind to get to that. Like,
You know what?
the smile it brings on my face, I'm like...
There is a bit in Cat's Quest that does exactly the same bit, where you go into the cave and there's the monster, the small one, and he's fucking abusive levels high, and you're just like, I'm so gonna get that. I'm so gonna spend hours prancing around Catopia or wherever it was, I can't remember now, and just like, yeah, I'm gonna get that. And that is the dirty little secret of any JRPG fan. So Ni no Kuni 2 is great as an introduction into that world.
I'm going to play it, but I'm
some-
going to wait for it to be down to 25.
I'll let you borrow it once I've done.
Oh, you got a physical copy?
Yeah.
There you go.
Fuck yeah, you
Yeah,
get the little
download, bitch.
postcards.
Cool. Nice.
Ni no Kuni 2 had to have that as a
Should
physical.
we go on to the moment we've all been waiting for?
I
The
guess so.
reason they are here. The reason the website's,
It's the reason I come to this
website's
damn
going to
thing.
crash now because the people watching
Sure,
this.
people.
Yeah.
Don't
It
think
runs
so.
off YouTube, mate.
We're gonna
don't
crash
have
YouTube.
yet.
We're going to
One
crash
day.
YouTube.com.
Okay, so the anticipation is over.
Yeah.
The wait is over. Episode 4 sees the next round of the extraordinary quiz.
Say my twice.
Tom is leading 2-1 at the moment because you won the first round. You both drew the next one, so
That's
that's
right.
2-1. And then Dan done one for fun,
Reigning
Oh yeah,
champion.
that was just
the
fun.
console one.
Yeah, that was good.
Reigning champion.
So
Yeah.
with the announcement of Insomniac's Spider-Man getting a release date of, I've completely
I'm so excited.
He's doing
I
Spider-Man
want to
impressions
say
there.
15th September?
17th.
17th September.
thought you said November, and I was like,
No,
that's
September.
so incorrect.
With the
Let's just
announcement,
make up a date. 12th of April.
with the announcement of Insomniac Spider-Man finally getting a release date, I'm a big Spider-Man fan. Have been from a long time. Tom is. Dan is a big comic fan. He's read some Spider-Man. He's not.
I like Miles Morales,
Yeah.
especially the more recent
So
one.
I figured I'm going to come up with the idea is it's true and false, classic true and false game, and I have 8 Spider-Man villains. Some are legitimate Spider-Man villains.
Legit.
Some are
Too
completely
quick,
made up by yours truly.
We'll think they'll have something to do with Power Rangers or penises.
Yeah.
Now, I have 2 of these I knew off the top of my head and I put down.
Okay, cool.
The rest I researched online because I couldn't be putting shit down like Carnage and fucking Venom or Rhino because you just get them.
Who are they? We don't know those people.
So
I don't know them. What's
yeah, but these are
You seen that the idea that Woody Harrelson might be Carnage?
yeah.
I nearly went just everywhere at that idea.
so should we go?
Yeah,
First
let's do
one
it.
up first.
Yes.
Is Panther?
Are we going to have
Nice.
pictures up here so that you have to draw pictures of the ones you've made up?
Oh,
Because that would be fucking
Hell
evil
yeah.
as
Hell
shit.
no, just gonna go picture of Taylor Swift each time.
Yes, do it,
okay.
do it. So that we're all there going, maybe it is. It's just a picture of Swifty in the background.
Panther. Is Panther a Spider-Man villain? Now these could go back to full-on Golden Age Spider-Man.
63
Yeah.
onwards, yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
Okay.
Okay, there's only one that goes back that far. But is Panther a Spider-Man villain? And this is credited in the comics.
So it is a villain then.
No, as in all these are credited in the comics. So I don't know if one appeared up in the TV series they made up for that.
Oh,
I don't know.
Oh,
okay.
okay. So this is
So
all
this
about
is
the comic
based on
books.
the
All right,
comics.
okay, cool.
I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have done that in TV series, but you never know.
I'm going to say yes.
I'm going to say false.
Okay. Yes and false.
Because it's a true and false game.
Yeah, I know.
He said true and false. You said, yeah, I'm
No.
going to go with false.
I'm gonna
Only
say you're wrong.
because
Go on.
a lot of what they like. Have you gone for the full name, the full title here? Or have
Yep.
you just gone
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Mainly because
They have a...
they love the
something
double-barreled.
Panther.
Yeah.
I'm saying yes because I think it's a curveball because I think it's going to want to say no because of other
Black Panther.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to
saying
say
yes.
false.
I'm
He's
saying
saying
it's
true.
true, yeah.
It's false.
Fuck.
Yeah! Shit!
Spider Boy, suck it.
Number 2. Is Tombstone a Spider-Man villain?
Yes. True. Sorry, I just fell for the same problem. Yes. True.
You seem
I
really,
said it twice as
you
well.
seem really confident.
Yeah, because that's what I do in life, right?
I'm
My
gonna also-
entire
I'm
life
gonna
is about...
also say yes.
You're correct.
Thanks very much.
It's based
I
off.
was really worried because I thought it was a wrestler.
It's based off. It's a villain who basically confuses Peter Parker for some guy called, I want to say Ben, and Ben killed his family, and he through trauma he thinks that Peter Parker's Ben, and he wants to kill Peter Parker.
Oh, okay.
Or
Ben.
yeah, but
No, I don't remember that.
is Tarantula
Oh,
a
God.
Spider-Man villain?
Oh, these are all really hard. I don't know any
These
of
are pretty good.
genuinely.
These are pretty good. I like this.
Tarantula a Spider-Man villain?
See, that would seem like a classic
Yeah.
Marvel sort of. We want a good thing to go against, but no, don't look at him. Don't do that
I
shit.
don't lie to me.
I don't want your voodoo crap here.
Look me in the eye, Lewis. Say
Don't
his
look
name.
at me. Don't.
Tarantula.
That's not fair, man. We've got to work on the word,
Look,
not your abuse of.
you're right. Tarantula sounds very
It's
classic.
very classic,
But-
sort of.
Well, I wouldn't say all, but most of his classics become classics. You know, his
That is
original
very
bad
true.
guys are all his most well-known bad guys.
I don't think this is an original bad guy. I think we're talking someone later on where
Like
they were
80s, like
no 90s when it really went off the boil.
when it was not good.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so like late 90s. You've got that early 90s bit where the cartoon series came out and it
Absolutely
started
not.
rocking.
Tarantula is not a cool enough name.
You
for
guys, you're
90s.
not working together. You know that.
I don't
Yeah,
care.
we know that,
just
but we're going to
brainstorming.
discuss.
Look, Tarantula is not a cool
Oh, I
name.
love this. The hands go together.
Tarantula
Tarantula.
is not a cool name. The 90s.
Because you've got to remember, when the people go in the steeple...
I'm saying false. Tarantula's a shitty name, and it's not an original villain that I've ever heard of. So, false.
I'm going to go with false as well.
Both saying false.
Yeah.
It's true.
Oh, fucking
Well,
dick
1976. I deliberately made a note of that one in my head because I was
fucking
like,
70s.
I saw it and I was like, that can't be fucking that really. Yeah.
See, that would
That
only
was-
be a name in that era, but I thought because you never heard of it, so.
Next
I'm
up
not that old, mate. I'm 80s onwards.
is
Yeah.
Is
30.
Game Girl a villain? Game Girl.
Game Girl. That's false.
You saying false?
Yep.
I just don't know anymore. I don't know what the world's turned upside down.
I'm going with false for Game Girl.
I'm going to say true because it's ridiculous.
It's false. It's based off Joystick, another villain that I
Do you
know.
want to know why
Ah.
they wouldn't call it Game Girl in an
Why?
American comic? Because going on the game is prostitution. Game Girl would be a whore.
Fuck.
I didn't know that. I knew.
Joystick's not exactly a good name.
Joystick
either.
is no better
No,
actually
Do
thinking
you know
about it.
Joystick? I know of Joystick. She's like a techie.
I know
No, no, no,
Joystick.
I'm
So-
saying it's not a
I
good
enjoy
name.
a bit of joystick.
So
every now
you
and-
got that right, didn't you?
I got that right, yeah.
Fuck, you're going to beat me on this.
I don't know,
Is
Yeah, you are.
Raptor. Raptor.
They all
True.
sound like they're real things.
Yeah.
Saying true?
I'm going to say true also.
Yeah, I thought you gave me. He's one that everyone knows.
I don't
mate.
know
Raptor. Do you not know?
No.
You, what the fuck?
I literally have never heard of Raptor.
Have you not?
He's been around again recently.
Look him up quickly.
Look him up. Is he fucking real?
I want to see if I recognise him.
Hang on. Before we go any further, what are the scores at this point?
Scores
fuck's
at this
sake.
point
Yeah.
are Dan is currently sitting on 4 points.
Yes.
Tom is currently sitting on 2 points.
Oh, fuck, Tom.
And there's 3 left.
Yeah, I know.
Ooh, that's-
I told you.
It's like being beasted with a mamba.
That's him.
No, I don't know him at all.
Do you know Raptor?
I've never seen him before in my life.
Okay.
Okay.
He's in quite a few Marvel villains. He's not just Spidey. Is Dr. Lady Octopus a villain?
Oh my
You
god.
just never know, do you?
Oh my god.
False.
Saying
I'm
false?
going
Yeah.
with true.
Because they would say, obviously, I'm sure they would say Dr. She Octopus or something like that.
No.
You don't think so?
I'm going with
You're
true.
going true. You're going false.
Yeah.
False.
It's true.
Fuck off. It's
I've just fucking won.
true. Dr. Lady Octopus.
I couldn't believe that. I had to put it in there. I didn't know she was on.
You know why I was going with that one?
Why?
Because that sounds like that. Oh, we've got to be PC and have a fucking PC. What about
No,
Dr. She Octopus? No, we can't do that. We got She Hulk. Lady.
Yeah, they got She Hulk,
Genius.
they got She Venom, they have She everything. That's what
Found
they.
it.
No, hang on, Dr. Lady Octopus.
Oh, I love the fact he's checking these. He can't handle. I'm loving the fact I'm beating you. That's Tom.
Found her.
I actually recognise her.
Do you really?
Yeah.
That's even worse. Can I see? Because I don't.
This one I recognise.
No.
I don't know her story. I didn't even know she was a thing until I found it on the internet.
Well, it's fucking stupid. Marvel, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Slick Steve.
Slick Steve.
Is
Fucking
Slick
hell.
Steve
True,
a
sure,
villain?
true. I just don't know, so true.
You know what? I'm going to agree with him that it's true.
Yeah.
No, I made that one.
Oh, fuck. Because I was with him in
I was
that.
like, I'm going to put it in there because it's so just weird. But they'll be like,
After Lady Octopus and that, like, you're like, yes,
I
Slick
should have said
Steve.
true to all of these. Is that the only false one we've had so far?
No, we've had a couple of false.
Okay.
final one.
Mm-hmm.
Arachne.
True.
True.
Arachne.
Yeah, isn't she the one who controls the dimensions that they go through?
That's Madam Web.
Oh, that's Madam Web.
So I do know some Spider-Man stuff. I know some
I'm
things.
still going to go with true.
I'm going to true as well.
It's true.
Yeah.
Spider-Man had an alternate universe where he was in the Greek gods, and that's where Arachne comes in.
Oh, okay.
Tom and Dan. Meaning Dan finishes on,
Yeah, come on, because I know I
5.
fucking thrashed you.
and Tom finishes on 2. 3.
Three.
Three.
Yeah.
Three.
Come on.
3. 5, 3.
That's got to be a little bit sad.
It is a bit
For
sad.
you.
But these are ridiculous. Can I just say?
Whoa. Can I point out that we did do one which was about spelling with a dyslexia?
I can't spell either.
Yeah.
Sure, you're dyslexic,
But I have a
can't
medical
spell.
condition. Well, not a neurological condition.
It's still
You,
medical, I think.
well,
Counts.
Do you like that? They're good, aren't they?
that was a good one. I like that one. That was nice
Fuck
because I
Slick
won.
Steve.
Slick Steve.
Fuck Slick
What I've
Steve.
got to say,
I think someone would take the bait.
I've got to say as
Both of
well,
us.
it was the perfect moment to bring in Slick Steve. It was the
Yeah,
perfect.
right after Dr.
I
Lady
thought,
Octopus.
I thought they'll go straight away. Oh, he must have had a wife at some point.
The annoying thing is that she would just be called Dr. Octopus.
Well, yeah.
Why would
But-
she be Dr. Lady Octopus? Is her
Because-
name Lady? Then I'll be okay.
No. The
don't
whole
think
thing
so.
was seriously a case of there was a period where like, man, we've got to make sure there's something for the women here. What should we do? Add the word lady into our characters.
Probably.
Gotta find it. Wikipedia, go on.
Right.
Should we move on?
Yes.
Yeah, move on, guys.
Okay, I'm going to go on to my... Cause what we do now is we talk
And
about...
Carolyn Trainer. Also known as,
No, sorry. Lady Carolyn Trainer.
also known as Dr. Octopus 2.
The one with tits.
Protege and Princess.
So what we do now is we talk about a news story, an announcement, a feature, anything we've seen anywhere over the last month that we quite like the look of. And I'm going to go with mine first because it kind of leads in with what we've just done.
Okay.
And that is obviously Insomniac have announced the game is coming out and everyone said, oh, that's really cool. A lot of people were split on the suit at first, the white big spider. Some people were like, I really like it. Some people didn't like it. What I'm loving already, the fact that we're 4 months from release, and they're already starting to give us new suits. And I'm like,
I reckon it's going to be full
thank
of
you.
suits.
I want that.
I
Like,
so hope so, because if
I
you
reckon
remember
they'll
like
be unlockable.
Spider-Man 2, it was all about finding these new suits.
can see 'em
Like
on
the
the
computer
Spider-Man
game.
2.
couldn't see him in the fog.
The computer game.
I'm confused now.
Well, it could be Amazing Spider-Man 2. I only ever
Amazing
called
Spider-Man
it
2
on
was
the
full of
PS1.
suits. Oh,
is
no,
how I
you're
played
going
it.
way back.
PlayStation 1 was what I was
So
playing
this
on.
was, what, Spider-Man 2?
Oh no, it would just be Spider-Man 2. So it was the one with Electro.
Enter Electro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was full of suits, and you had to do all sorts of stuff to collect them. I got fucking obsessed.
Yeah,
I
I
loved that game.
The suits that have been confirmed so far is Punk Spider-Man, which you're not too keen
I
on.
don't really like that
I
one.
I quite like it. I think because I don't know, you watch the '90s cartoon, but it just feels very
I love the
90s
90s
stupid cartoon.
Yeah, but like, even he didn't wear that kind of stupid shit, did he?
Yeah,
He had
no.
a Spider-Man costume.
And they obviously just announced the Iron suit from the
Avengers.
Which looks,
Infinity War.
it looks fine.
It looks good.
I like the design of that shit. So,
So I thought then
film, it was
what we
really
could do
good.
is, because that's my announcement and there's not really loads to talk about it, if you could have one dream suit in there, what would you have?
It's easy.
Go on. Being a Venom.
The original black
the
suit.
original black suit
Yeah.
is what
the
you
one
wanted.
with the big white spider
Yeah.
that goes around.
Ooh, actually, because that is so obvious, I'd love the Spider Noir suit.
It's in there. I'm sure
Is it
is.
already
I
in there?
don't
I
know.
don't
sure it's
know.
in
I
there.
haven't seen anything on that.
I feel like I've seen something.
It
I
was
swear.
in Shattered Universe.
Yeah, that's where it came from.
Yeah. But the computer game, it's in that, and I love that. Not the books.
I'm
But
sure it's in there.
You're missing one.
I hope so because I love that
What
one.
do you think?
The Swifty one.
Spider-Gwen.
That is
No.
an excellent suit.
Spider-Gwen
No,
suit is
I
But
legit.
don't
that would
like
look
that
silly
one.
on Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But let me play her then.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
finish the game.
What
So,
about Silk?
so finish the So finish the game. Or I guarantee they must add the Homecoming one, like the hoodie.
Oh, they will.
Oh, they
must
will.
have.
Yeah, definitely.
Again, I feel like that's in there. If I had a dream or something.
You must have dreamt a lot of this
I think
shit.
I think
because...
that is in the. No, it's not even
No,
in the
it's
trailer.
not. It's not.
No.
All they've shown is.
Well, we know
one
Miles
suit.
Morales' suit's going to be in there because Miles Morales is in the bloody game.
Fucking yes.
Yeah. But no,
They better do a movie with him as
that's
well.
what I'm happy with. My little announcement. It's not a big announcement, but it was just the fact that they're
Wait, other suits that are
announcing these suits.
What the
Nice.
suits
I
would
have to
like.
talk about this for a bit. Yeah.
Go on.
I'd like the Noir suit because I really like that sort
That's
of
a great
steampunk X.
I like the
sort of bit of
Spider-Man 2099.
99.
Oh yeah, that's
quite
pretty
cool.
good.
It's a good suit, but I think it's aging a bit. It's a bit 90s now, isn't it?
Yeah, but it'd be nice to have that
I
in the game.
like it.
The old the 80s comic Spider-Man one, where he's a lot more blue down the side, like very traditional.
Oh yeah, it
Spider-Man.
really cuts in on
Yeah,
the middle
really
bit. Yeah.
yeah, it's a lot like the red's very narrow here. It's a lot
kind of
more
like
blue.
Really
the
arrow to
Amazing
the dick
Spider-Man's
is
suit.
the.
He had that. Yeah, it was like that.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then it was all blue
Yeah.
down here.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good suit.
Scarlet Spider's good.
Yeah.
It's different.
Carnage. It's not a suit.
It's not Spider-Man.
They
is
did
it?
that for Amazing Spider-Man 2.
But I'm sure there was a Carnage suit.
No.
Yeah, no, but also it's
Carnage
not
has always been
Spider-Man.
Carnage.
Human Spider.
Human Spider, who's that?
No.
You mean Man Spider?
Man Spider.
Man Spider.
Where
Oh my
he
god.
has
Yeah.
The
where he-
fur and the shit.
Yeah,
and
that's
you're just like,
disgusting.
oh
I
my
don't want to see
god.
that ever again.
I always thought that was the shittest one ever. We need a new suit for Spider-Man. Do you mean Man Spider? Yes, brilliant. Well done. You've just changed them round.
Yeah, it's
Amazing flip.
Good work, guys.
You've earned your money this week.
I don't know. I don't think I have a definitive costume I'd like to be in there. I think maybe the old movie ones be nice to see them in there.
I'd like some unique ones, like new ones they put in there that are like, ooh, like Spider-Man with a headband and things like that.
Oh yeah, I think they're definitely going to do that.
Spider-Man with a headband, fluorescent pink one, just round his head. No, I'd
That's what I
like
was
that.
talking about today. is
Aviators.
Spider-Man with the cold.
Spider-Man with a coat,
That's
just
it.
green shit.
No,
yeah.
in,
or half the mask
Amazing
off.
Spider-Man 2, he's got like a beanie on and everything, and,
Oh,
and he
yes.
talks all stupidly
Yeah.
and stuff, and he's just crap. He's
Yeah.
got a horrible cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah, okay.
Just weird costumes.
That's cool.
Get weird with it, I think.
That's cool. That's all I was happy with really this month. Spider-Man's getting more suits. And if there's anything I like in games, it's playing dress up.
In
Why
games.
Barbie
In
Heroes is his favourite game ever.
Fuck yes.
Yes, love that game.
Cool. Well, it's like Ooblit's demo. First thing I done was went straight to the hairdressers.
Yeah.
I got
Did you
myself
really?
an Avril Lavigne.
We were watching someone
looking
else
fry.
play it, and he was getting really raged.
I was like,
all the
go
options
to the
like he
chair.
was.
Go to the chair. And he's like, what? I was like, the chair unlocks the hairdresser. And the guy walked out. I was like, fucking noob. You're not MLG,
Come on then,
though.
Tom. What news are you bringing to the table?
My news is the news of a new Bioshock game in the works.
Oh, it's not confirmed, but yes, it's
But
heavily
it's,
rumoured.
Hangar 13, the devs of Mafia 3,
Yep.
who are working next door to these other devs who are very secretive about what they're doing, and it's been sort of let slip. They're working very early stages on the new Bioshock. And so I want to talk about what the fuck is a new Bioshock going to be. Ken Levine is not involved.
No.
Okay.
That was announced early on.
Yeah.
He come out and was like,
He's got a new studio somewhere. I don't know. He's got.
he's doing thingy. No, he's
Because
not.
Radical Games is gone.
Yeah.
I thought he was on thingy then.
What?
Anthem, but it's still got mixed up. It's a different guy.
No, he's got a new studio, I think, but I don't know what they're doing.
I think it'll be disappointing.
So do I. But where do you think it's going to go?
I don't think it'll be
There's
disappointing. I
a
think
great
it'll be...
symmetry between Infinite and Rapture in that they have opposing ideologies and opposed physically, one being in the sky, one being at the bottom of the ocean. But so where do you go with that?
I think they need to
For a
do
third one.
what Jumanji
Just
done.
go nuts, do
No.
a completely different
Get,
thing.
get
But as
Dwayne
in,
the Rock
the reason-
Johnson in it.
But the reason Jumanji, the new film, it done so well. It released the same week as Star Wars, and it made 400 million.
I
in the
don't know
box
if you can
office.
do that with games.
No, but I'm saying it needs to do that. That I think it needs to do that in terms of where it goes. We're not on the.
But-
We have no tangible link to the old one. We're Bioshock.
Well, maybe
we
one
have
does.
the aesthetic.
New Jumanji links to the original Jumanji,
But you know, Zathura was actually the sequel to Jumanji.
which is not that good.
It's all right.
It's not terrible, but it's no Jumanji.
I think they should go and basically go. Okay, look, we've got the aesthetic that Bioshock brought, but we're a completely new setting. We're a new set of characters. We're new enemies. Big Daddy isn't anywhere to be seen. You might find a little plushie of him in a level hidden somewhere
Then
as
what's
as
the
an
link
Easter egg.
at all? It's just a different game.
They won't.
It's got to be related somehow.
I think they're still going to stick with it being in the clouds. It's going to still be that opposing side. I think you kind of need to do that to balance off the 3 we got underwater.
I think it'll be
2 we got underwater,
Yeah.
sorry.
I think it'll be off-planet research facility.
Ooh.
The system shock.
Basically,
Yeah.
But
And I think that'll work in the case of that's part of what will be disappointing. It'll be this, we need to go somewhere new. Where's new? We've done the sky, we've done under the ocean. Space
Space.
is the next one.
Volcano.
What, War of the Worlds style?
What are the worlds?
You know Water Worlds.
Yes.
That's underground?
They just want to go.
Yeah,
around.
Jeff Wayne's War of the Worlds,
The
whole
original.
section underground. They
Not
build
the-
cities
yeah.
underground.
No.
The original.
Okay. Well, in the
I know what
original,
you meant.
they build cities underground.
You do not say,
Yes.
Daniel!
You see, what happens is
Yeah.
So,
the Martians they arrive and fuck stuff up with a red weed,
Oh!
not a red weed, which would have been nice. It would have been a joyous situation. But David Essex and his crew of other homies,
Yes.
they go underground.
Thank you for using my
I like to use your
colloquialisms.
vernacular
Yes,
to
thank
try
you.
and help you with
so
this.
when you saw the news of a new Bioshock potentially in the works, what was your first emotion? Excited, happy, nervous, anxious, hold on?
I don't know, anxious, yeah, I guess, because I really, really love Bioshock.
I know
Yeah.
it's your
Not Bioshock 2, that can go to hell, but
it's your thing, isn't it? See, I prefer
Yeah.
Bioshock 2.
I've
Especially
got another friend who says the same
Madura's
thing.
Den is.
I hear a lot about this. I've never played that. I tried to
Oh,
play.
okay.
I find the whole loop of getting Adam in the second one is a fucking pain, and it ruins the game for me.
Okay.
I find it so unenjoyable doing that over and over again. Whereas in the first one, it's kill a Big Daddy, and then you either
And then
harvest,
make a choice,
harvest or
yeah.
save, and that's it. Whereas it's what is it? You kill a Big Daddy, get the little sister, find bodies with Adam, defend her. And then you have to take her to a thing, and then occasionally a big sister will show up, and it's just so much just to do something that took like 10 minutes in the first game. It takes like half an hour in this one. It really got me angry. But Infinite is excellent.
It's one of your
And
favourite
so is
games.
First One.
See, I
Yeah.
didn't enjoy Infinite.
I didn't like it much either.
What do
I
you
love
like
the
about it?
I love the traversal.
With the skyhook and all
Yeah,
that.
I thought that was cool.
What goes...
I really didn't like her as a
Elizabeth?
Yeah,
She's
I
great.
didn't think the world was developed as well. I didn't think the philosophy and the ethos behind it was actually developed as well as the underworld.
Rapture.
As Rapture. Rapture was so well built,
I-
so well thought through
Pardon me.
that you were like, "Fuck me!" Actually, I could see this happening. Whereas
Yeah. I
Infinite just wasn't.
do genuinely agree that Rapture has such like a thick atmosphere.
Yeah.
That's it's incredible, and it's when I played Burial at Sea.
Yeah.
After playing both Bioshock and Infinite, I was like, holy fuck, it's good to be back in Rapture. Because
Yeah.
it's just so good there.
Yeah.
It's such a good world, and they've done a great job building it. But I do really, really like Columbia, and I like Columbia only exists because Rapture exists.
yes,
Because like 90% technology they use, they stole it from Rapture and other places. And I don't know, I really like how it links to the first game, especially with the Burial at Sea DLC. I don't know if you've played that or not.
I've
I
not
haven't,
played
But
Burial
it does.
at Sea, no.
It almost directly links them,
Oh,
and it's
okay.
really cool. And also the second part's really cool because you play as Elizabeth, and the
Oh,
gameplay
okay.
changes completely. It's a stealth game after that.
I hate stealth games.
Well, that's fine. It's up to you.
Just
but honestly, it's so good.
ask my little brother. I hate stealth games.
I'll ask him.
Mainly because I suck at them.
I'm not good either.
It's not a stealth games are bad.
That's
But
Yeah, I
good.
don't know
That's
what they're
good.
going to do with the new Bioshock.
It'd be interesting
I'm
to
interested to
see.
see what's going to happen.
We're
It's
probably
very
way
early on.
Do you reckon do you reckon we'll see anything at E3?
Absolutely
Yes.
You think of like a
Yes.
tease trailer?
Yes.
I'm agreeing
In the
with Dan.
same way of Beyond Good and Evil.
I'm agreeing with Dan.
And Infinite
Only
was in development for how many years?
Yeah.
I'm
So
agreeing with
you're
Dan
right,
only
yeah.
because if already they've got wind that people are rumoured with it, they will
Yeah.
want to just nip it in the bud and say, yeah, we're developing this, and it will be probably a panning shot of the environment.
Yeah, like a 30-second teaser.
And then,
Yeah.
like,
that thing.
if a Big
Big
Daddy's
Daddy's
in there,
hands,
yeah,
Big
like
Daddy.
Even
yeah.
if Big Daddy doesn't appear in the actual game, they'll do that as a sort of.
Yeah, or a lighthouse
Yeah.
or some shit.
and then
Yes.
people will
Very,
lose
Yeah.
their shit.
Because that's something. This is the thing with Infinite. They say stuff like, "There's always a lighthouse, and there's always, a man and whatever." And it's like, so there's stuff they need to keep to make it Bioshock from set with their own rules.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they're
But
going
you're a
to
lot
do.
more affiliated with the franchise than I am, so I'd be interested to see if it is anything announced. What are your thoughts on it? Because you know the lore through Columbia
yeah.
and Infinity. I just enjoyed. I didn't even finish the first one. I thought it was okay. I really enjoyed the second one.
Finish it. You
Mm.
missed
That's
out
funny,
on
that's
fucking
one that I
major
could have
bit
been
there.
I only played the first one because number 2 released. I got it as like a pack thing from I think
see,
it was
yeah.
GameStop at the time.
Yeah.
Was it GameStop?
I'm not.
I
No, that's
where
no,
you
it
know-
wasn't
No,
UK?
GameStop's the big
Game
American.
Radar. No.
I know the shop you mean, but I can't remember the name. It was sort of the only competitor to the game for a while.
Yeah.
But it disappeared like very quickly.
Anyway, but I picked up from there, and I was like, okay, I need to play through this first one to get the second one, and I was like, I don't know if it was almost prejudiced, but my mind was on the second one. I was like, I want to play the second one because it looks amazing.
That's what you mean,
I was
yeah.
trying to get through the first one, and I was like, I've played enough for this. I'll jump on the second
How
one.
far did you get?
I got a good.
He'll have missed the
You
twist.
didn't get to the twist then.
He'll have missed the
What
twist.
the
There's no way he's
with the
got
guy
twist.
who's evil? That
No.
thing.
Yeah,
Anything,
no,
what do
you've
you mean?
missed the twist. There's a massive twist.
What's the
right
twist?
near
Because
the
I've
end.
seen lots of videos
Is it
now.
okay
So
to
the-
say it at this point? I suppose.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
suppose
Remaster's
it's
been
fucking.
out
It's
recently.
been
Say
out
it,
for
just say it,
years.
just say it.
The big twist is that you're under control
The whole
right
time.
From, yeah.
Oh,
The Would You Kindly?
I didn't know
yeah.
that.
Would you kindly?
Well, throughout the game, Atlas or
yeah.
is on the walkie-talkie to you, and whenever he asks you to do something, he goes, "Would you kindly do this?" And you don't really notice it when you're playing.
Yeah.
And then when you get to Andrew Ryan,
Yes.
he explains it to you, and you have this fucking crazy
This fucking
flashback.
epiphany that
So,
everything
like,
is.
It shows you all the. He goes, "Would you kindly? Would you kindly? Would you kindly?" And you're like, "Fuck!" And you're like,
Yeah, every time you're
And
asked
then-
to do a
and then
mission,
he-
it starts with "Would you kindly," and you learn that basically you have no fucking choice
"There's
but
no
to
control."
do this.
What's the line? It's a great line. It's a man chooses, a slave obeys.
Yes.
So good.
Yeah.
That is good game writing, isn't it?
Oh,
It's
the
amazing.
writing in the first Bioshock is fucking
See, I
beyond.
beautiful.
See, because I was late to it, I approached it as a
I was late as well.
not an action, because it's not an action game,
I
but
wasn't,
like
'cause
an
I'm old.
adventure game. So
Well, I wasn't live. I just
Yeah.
didn't play it.
yeah, no, the second one I really enjoyed, and the first one I didn't not
See, I
enjoy.
didn't get
Just
far in that one, so I don't know the story of that one. I know it's about.
But I would like to point out that the only reason I played Bioshock was because of my little brother.
Is he a big fan then?
Yeah, well, I don't know if he's a big fan, but it
But
was the game he
told you
turned
to
round to
play
me
it,
and
yeah.
went, "Dan, you got to play this game."
Yeah. It's just so good.
right,
Okay, so the big news story I want to talk about is the new Venom trailer. So we had the previous one, which everyone bitched about because you didn't see Venom, and it was all.
You should have seen
Didn't see
it.
anything.
You didn't see anything.
Well, you saw it in a container, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Very briefly.
look. Whereas now we've got the new one we've actually get to see Venom.
Yeah.
We get to
Full
see
on
the
see it
movement
as well.
of the symbiote as many times as he pushes people away. You'll get to that in a second. Just shh, calm, keep it in. But one of the bits I really liked was the fact that we finally heard Venom. We heard the fact that Venom is it's a symbiote, it's a Clintard, so it's two different people coming together to talk about it. So you've got Eddie Brock, who is
Tom Hardy seems good.
Tom Hardy,
Yeah.
who does actually a really good job of it.
Seems
It was
really good.
First time watching that, I was like, hey, actually, you might pull this off.
He's really going for it.
He seems right, although I can't work out what Eddie Brock they're going as because I can't work out his profession in the.
He's a reporter.
I know he's a reporter.
He's a
but
journalist. He's an investigative journalist.
For the Bugle.
Yeah, like he
I
is.
know what he is,
In
but
the
there's
comics.
other Eddie Brocks that aren't.
Well, like
That's not their
teenage
job.
Eddie Brock.
Yeah,
where he's
I didn't
No,
see
in the
Alternate
movie,
Eddie Brock.
in
I
the
didn't
movie,
see anything in the movie that in the trailer that made me go, "Oh, he's a journalist," because he was talking to his wife at one point. His
Hang on,
girlfriend.
he says he's a journalist.
Yeah, he's like,
He's
I'm a
walking
reporter.
around with the camera crew at one point and interviews someone.
Yeah, he literally
and
says,
runs away. And he says at one point,
Okay.
"It's my job as a journalist
I watched
to
this.
sneak
okay.
around."
I watched this trailer quite quietly in the staff room.
okay,
Right. So-
I didn't see that. But no, it's only because at one point where he was talking to his wife, they were on a bed, and I'm sure he said he was a photographer. When I was sat down, I was like, "Did he just say he's a photographer?" I was really confused. I was like, "What?" So that's sorry.
Yeah, no, he's a journalist. But what's really good about it is you get to hear Venom as another being in his mind, and the voice is fucking
I
beautiful.
don't know who's doing the voice.
I don't know either.
But they're doing a great job.
They're doing a brilliant job of it.
Tom Hardy.
It'd be awesome if Tom Hardy did it, actually.
That'd
Well,
Interesting,
he's,
yeah.
he's quite known for
Voice
voices.
work.
Yeah,
Is he?
He's done it in Peaky Blinders.
I didn't know
He's
that.
really good in Peaky Blinders. He does his whole new
It'd
voice.
be really nice if it was, because then they're going to really play with that idea of, is this his yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Is this psychosis, or is this actually an alien in there? We obviously
No, it is an alien.
know
yeah.
it is an alien as people who like Venom and all of that lot. And
But he would be like, what the fuck am I?
what the fuck is
insane?
going
Yeah.
on? And there are some really beautiful parts that they've obviously cut together to make it sound like things are happening and going on in ways that they don't really.
I like the way I see it. We can do whatever we want.
We can do whatever we want.
That is
and
really
you're just
good.
like, oh, fuck yes,
Yeah,
Venom.
That
Fuck
is
yes.
Venom, 100%.
But there are two issues I have with it. Who's doing the voice?
Tom Hardy.
Is Tom
It is
Hardy
Tom
doing the
Hardy,
voice?
yeah.
Good man. He does a bang up job then. I'm really impressed with him.
That is really
Because he
good.
does a brilliant job as Eddie Brock in that.
Yeah.
With that whole sort of downtrodden journalist part, obviously smacked down by Peter Parker, which to me now that I know that he's doing the voice of Venom, may mean that we will see Tom Holland in the movie.
Why does that make you think that?
Because if you go through the comic books and everything like that, the reason that Eddie Brock feels downtrodden is, of course, that because Tom Holland or Spider-Man, Peter Parker, is getting all his photos in the Bugle.
Yeah.
And whereas Tom Holland's work's getting shoved down, not Tom Holland, Tom Hardy.
Two
Fucking
Toms.
Toms. My brother's called Tom, you're called Tom, we've got Tom Hardy, Tom Holland. Fuck Toms. Get a new name. Fuck
can.
them. Yeah. Hey. That maybe that is part of what's caused him to be so stressed and go for this.
Yeah.
If Spider-Man is not... let's go to the points that really, and why I want to talk about this, really irritate me. Okay. And I know you've got bits you're going to bring up as well.
I'm just going to go after
but we'll
you,
go
'cause I
through
don't
mine
wanna-
and then
yeah.
you join in. Is, if Spider-Man is not in this movie,
Post-credit scene.
no,
That's
he needs
dumb.
to be in before that.
I'd say that's my predictions.
He's got to be before that. Then fuck this movie. It doesn't matter how good Tom Holland is. It doesn't matter any of those bits.
Tom Holland.
Tom Hardy. Fucking son of a bitch.
Just say Eddie Brock.
Eddie Brock is in this movie. They'll have fucked it up. Spider-Man has to be in this movie for there to be a Venom. There cannot be Venom without Spider-Man. That is a fucking
Nail on the
basic.
head.
Fucking basic. Secondly, they've got his face wrong. Venom's face
said
is
that,
wrong.
Yeah.
If
Do
you
you
watch the trailer,
Sorry, go on.
yeah, and then if
Just
you
the
watch
end of
the
trailer
trailer,
where it goes over his.
it goes over his head and it starts off beautifully. The teeth come round, the
Yeah.
bits like that. I'm like, fuck yeah, they're going to do it. And then they round off his chin. Now, Venom has a very prominent chin.
He's
there
got
is
a real young chin.
Yeah, it really sticks out and it works. There is this
He's a
whole bit.
monster.
He is a monster. He's supposed to be
I
deformed.
want to see Venom singing Evergreen now.
No one wants to
No
see
one
anyone
wants to
sing
see that.
Evergreen.
But his chin is prominent. It sticks out. It really goes for it. Venom is this. He's a beast. He's
a freak.
huge. He's a freak. And they've rounded it off, and it doesn't work. It looks awful.
It has that sort of Spider-Man 3 syndrome.
Yes.
Where he had that sort of small head, didn't he?
Yeah.
And I think it looks a lot weirder there.
Like the guy from Men in Black.
And that doesn't work for Venom. I mean, look, here we go. Here
When he
is
shoots his
Venom.
head.
We have Venom here, which I've been so tempted just to go, look, I'll give you a couple of quid for this guy. I fucking love Venom.
You can have him.
But
Take him on.
his jaw comes out, he's bestial,
He's
he's got massive
That's
muscles, he is huge.
Yeah.
Right? He is not rounded. It was always about point. It goes back to Geiger's depiction of what an alien would be. It's an elongated face. It's a huge back end to it. It was this idea of an alien that would be something different to us, that is scary, and they've made him into a ball.
Yeah.
And that was like, you can't do that. You've got to. Venom is an anti-hero.
They're
but
scared of
only
making
later.
him. They're scared of making him this giant monster. Aren't they?
Before you
And
jump
they
on,
need to do that.
I know you're very opinionated. You
I've
want
got
to
a
talk
lot to
this.
say.
Yeah.
I only want to say just very short amount of things because I'm not hugely.
Get a little spice in there. Go on.
I'm not
Go on, a little
hugely.
spice.
I'm a massive
Add your spice.
Spider-Man fan, but I'm not a massive actual weirdly Venom fan. And
That
I'm
is
not
quite
like
strange.
Yeah.
for Spider-Man.
I'm not like dying to see this. Like I've said before, and you guys will laugh. Mysterio is one of my favourite villains in Spider-Man because when he's done well in the comics, I think he's fucking brilliant. 'Cause
Mysterio
you
is
always,
great in the
you
comics.
always get the real weird alternate.
Nowhere near
like-
as good as Venom. But
No chance.
Well, my issue with Venom is I probably come to the party too late, and it was just to say it was just a repeated story every time. They'd just leave it 50 issues, and then they'd do another Venom story. It would just end exactly the same way. That was my issue with Venom. I honestly think this film is going to be. It's an Eddie Brock film. It's not a Venom film. And the whole Venom coming over the head, that's the last 20 minutes of the film. It's all about his
That would anger
internal. That's no.
motherfuckers.
it won't happen.
I'm just saying, that's my whole thing is, he'll get the symbiote around 30, 40 minutes in. He'll then have
Do you
an
think
hour-long
this is a Hulk
internal
problem?
struggle, and he's like, oh, I want to be good, I want to be bad, I want to be good, I want to be bad, and that whole kind of weird thing, and this psychological thrill or whatever they bill it as, and then last 20 minutes, half an hour, all hell break loose and you'll see Venom. That's my prediction for the film. That's what I honestly think. Tom Holland pop up in post-credit scene.
I'd agree with you if it wasn't for the fact that what we've seen of the action bits are so shit. Like the production value of the bits.
Yeah.
Well, you look at the cars
I mean, that
crashing
looks
into
shit.
each
I mean, that
other.
looks awful.
Yeah.
There's a bit where he jumps off on his motorbike, cars crash together underneath. It is fucking television standard quality.
I think this is
pieces.
Sony going, all right, we haven't got to make a great movie, but we're going to make money off this no matter what.
I think I put on one of my tweets that I put out that, you know, this isn't going to be a problem of Tom Hardy being able to pull off the character.
Yeah.
This is a director. This is going to be a
Who is
director
directing
issue.
it?
No idea.
No idea.
Go on, you go on your little...
Yeah. So go for it, Tom.
Ain't little, mate. Ain't little, trust me.
Ain't little. So I've got to wear double boxers just
I'm
in
going to
case it
find out
penetrates through
the
a wall.
in.
Go for
director.
it.
Go for
Right. Okay. So you hit some very spot on points, and one that really angers me is that you can't have Venom without Spider-Man
Yes.
first. Everything about Venom comes from Spider-Man. He's
Yes.
he's this alien, creature that comes down.
Clintar. He's a Clintar. That's where they come
Is that
from.
what they're called?
Yes, they're called Clintars.
Okay, and he attaches to Spider-Man, and he has this weird infatuation with Spider-Man.
Yes.
He becomes very attached to him as a person, and he loves being part of Spider-Man. It's what he wants. He genuinely loves it.
Yeah.
And then when he
It's
gets
the
split,
power.
yeah,
that
when he
you-
gets
yeah.
torn away from Spider-Man, it's all about it's a weird twisted point of view that he has. Like he wants to be with Spider-Man, but then Peter, but he's like furious.
Hates him
He
that
like
he got
hates
rid of
him,
him. Yeah.
And he finds Eddie Brock, someone who just happens to hate Spider-Man and know Peter Parker.
Hates Peter Parker.
Does he hate Peter as well? Or I
No,
always
he
get
doesn't know
confused.
Spider-Man. Eddie
yeah,
Brock
he
hates
hates
Peter
Peter,
Parker,
and
and
then Venom's
Venom
like-
knows
Yeah, Venom's like
that Peter Parker
is Spider-Man.
Yeah, and tells Eddie Brock.
Yeah, and then he gives him like facsimiles, is that the right word? Of
Yeah.
Spider-Man's powers.
Yes.
And he can nullify his spider sense. He's like the
He's
perfect
fucking
opposite
beautiful,
to
yeah.
Spider-Man. And where does all that come from if not from Spider-Man?
Well,
His
yeah.
look is of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
The eyes, the spider on his chest.
Everything is
Yeah.
about.
He is the Spider-Man villain.
Have we got a date for this film to release?
Oh, I think they said something. Did they?
You're on the internet, mate.
Well, the director is Ruben Fleischer.
I don't know him at
Fleischer.
all. Was he...
Done Zombieland and 30 Minutes or Less.
Shit.
That's not...
That's not a
I
great
don't.
back
I quite
catalogue.
like Zombieland, but
Zombieland's all right, but for an action movie,
yeah, this is what's worrying. What's something else I want to say? So yeah, Spider-Man's not in it. If Spider-Man's not in it,
it makes no sense.
exact
Yeah.
same thing. Fuck that movie. If Spider-Man's not part
5th
of
of
it.
October.
Okay.
Okay, that's not very long.
Remember the 5th of October.
Yeah, that's November,
November,
mate. But
it is November, yeah.
good try.
Yeah.
Good try. You're only a month out.
Yes.
I suppose actually that's pretty good for Lewis.
yeah, only a month out.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
So
we agree on that. This is good. We're having an argument, but we
absolutely agree on the fact that Spider-Man is integral to Venom's character.
Yeah.
And you can't have him about it.
You know what? I wouldn't mind.
Sorry,
just
I
to
found
throw it in with
I
this
found my
hilarity.
extraordinary quiz for next time.
That's
There's-
brilliant.
Do you know
Shut
how many
up. We're
Venom
talking about
films there are?
Venom.
So many films
17.
called
Hang on.
Venom. Like
over
50 films called Venom.
That aren't
that have
about
different-
Venom.
yeah.
Because there's one about the snakes that was called Venom,
Yeah.
and then there's
I'm going to ask for my quiz next time.
Okay.
There you go. Okay, good.
but I can't remember where I was
Oh,
going
yeah,
now.
sorry.
Stupid
Sorry.
Venom quiz.
Something that's I find incredibly frustrating about this film is the enormous wasted opportunity for Venom as the antagonist for the next Spider-Man film.
I was trying to make you Venom.
I'm going to take my pen off you.
Because it was
Otherwise,
it's
it's just
perfectly
be clicking
set up.
all the way through a podcast.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
a really
yeah.
good point actually. Obviously, it's quite early for
Fucking Windy Miller here.
oh, it's the creak of the chair, surely.
Creak of a chair.
It's quite early for Venom to appear, but it's where we have it right now is a good way to set it up because you had Spider-Man film. He's firmly established as part of the MCU. He's going to be in Infinity War, and obviously they're giving him the
Sorry, who is
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man? Yeah, sorry.
They're giving him the Iron Spider suit to make him a bit more of a contender against people like Thanos' army.
Yeah.
And then Venom came from the Secret Wars, right? In the comics.
Yes.
That's when the black suit first appeared.
Yeah.
And Infinity Wars, I feel like it's taking a lot from the Secret Wars in the way they're presenting it.
Yes.
Surely he could, because they're going to be off-world, could get Venom, the black suit, while he's off-world during Infinity War,
Well,
and then just wear it as a suit.
I'm pretty sure in one of my tweets I said the Guardians of the Galaxy are in
did, yeah.
Avengers Infinity War. Why the fuck aren't we introducing Venom at this point?
It makes so much sense.
That's why.
Yeah, but they would get more money in the long run if they
But
did it the right way.
licensing reasons. It's
yeah.
licensing. That's all
That's
it
what
is.
it is. It's because
Sony
Disney
go,
and
"Actually, no,
Marvel
because
I hate
and
it.
We're
Sony
gonna
have
go
got this other
against
bit.
Sony is such dickheads.
Which is also why I tweeted, I can't wait until Disney buy out all of Sony's Marvel properties.
Same.
You know, there's a lot of shit about, well, if Disney own everything, we don't know, fuck
They're
it.
doing a much better job
They're
than
doing
anyone
a
else.
so much better job than
Yeah.
anyone else.
So I would want it to be, he gets the black suit in Infinity War.
Yes.
It obviously he's more powerful, but to him at that point, it's just a new
It's
suit.
just him. It's, yeah.
Which is what it was in the comics. It was just a new
Yes.
suit.
It's
And
cool.
then
it gave
Spider-Man
him
2,
confidence from the start. Because
he's-
traditionally he
he's
was the
fucking
very
stronger. And
he
he's
was
like,
the very
fuck. He's a kid.
recluse teenager,
Yeah.
and he gets
Oh,
confidence.
whoa, don't get dragged in. No. It didn't give him confidence. He didn't walk around swagger style.
No,
like
we're not.
Tobey Maguire.
No, we're
and
not.
his
Yeah,
piece of
no, we're not
shit.
that. But in terms of the '90s comic that I used to read, Venom, that's what it done. It gave him. He was
He had more
cheated
powers
on.
that
He cheated on
used.
Mary Jane
It
because
did-
he could.
it
He
doesn't-
felt confident with other.
Yeah, I
people.
think because he's become so much more powerful, it makes
Yeah.
him more confident.
Yeah.
But it's and then in the next Spider-Man film is you've already got the suit set up, and maybe in maybe not Infinity War, but at some point you introduce Eddie Brock. It should have
Yeah,
been
he
done
could
already.
capture that. It could be
Yeah.
an after end credit sequence
Yeah,
with Eddie Brock
exactly,
in there. Tom
yeah.
Hardy
The
turn
guy
up
starting at
filming
the
something.
Bugle. Oh, what's his name? Eddie Brock. Done.
That's all you need.
Yeah,
all you need.
yeah.
And then Spider-Man 2, Venom is the villain, not a hero, because he's
Yeah.
a fucking monster. He's a murderous creature,
And that is how you've got to introduce Venom.
he's got to be
But
terrifying.
he's a friendly murderous creature.
And
No,
then-
he's not.
and then
He is
I
finally-
know he's not. I'm just
way down the
I'm
line. Fine, do
pushing
your Venom
oxygen
film.
into the fire.
Do the Venom film
But-
later on.
But what's really interesting is, of course, because if you go with what the Clintar are, which are actually symbiotes that connect to people to save the galaxy, it's their job to go out.
Is it?
Yeah. They're out there to be peaceful, and Venom's just a fucking Fruit Loop.
Psychopath.
Is a psychopath
Yeah.
Is that
who's
why
attached to it.
It's
And they
Clintars
then
on the starboard
want-
now, starboard now, starboard now.
That's called
Clintars.
Klingon.
Yeah. And
Because they
starboard
cling
bow
on
as well.
and it's the bow. Starboard and
Starboard
bow.
now.
Yeah, starboard now!
Starboard now.
They're on starboard now.
But
Yeah, they are.
if you
Get up!
let's continue with an intelligent
Yeah,
conversation.
yeah.
But by doing that, by having that whole sort of let's make him a bad guy and then change him good, you can add him to the Guardians of the Galaxy
Later
like
on,
he
yeah.
is now.
When you change the roster
you can
up
have
later
him
on,
as a
yeah.
space knight as he becomes. You can make him into
Exactly.
something fucking huge.
And then you can have characters like Carnage, who comes from Venom.
yes,
You can't have Carnage without
Woody
having Venom
Harrelson.
first.
Oh,
You
Yeah.
can, because apparently we've got Venom without Spider-Man, so we can have
Well,
Carnage.
this is the thing.
yeah. If
And
they do that, it doesn't. It still
two
doesn't
things
work.
specifically about the trailer.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
one
yeah.
made me laugh and one made me cringe.
Yeah.
The one that made me laugh is the in association with Marvel. That is the
Yeah.
first time I've ever seen
I
that
Mm.
saw that.
Yeah,
in anything.
Yep.
And then also,
Which means Spider-Man will be in there
we'll be in it.
at some point.
that's
post-
the thing.
post-credit scene.
It's very iffy, isn't it?
But they don't own Spider-Man.
Yeah, they don't. Well, they do, but
No, they don't.
they can't do movies with him anymore.
No, they can't do this set of movies as far as
They've
I
got a
know.
lot of
They own
one foot in
him.
with Marvel.
They own him, but I think Marvel brought off. I was reading about it the other day. Was it a 3-film contract they brought?
But that
So the
includes
next-
Avengers.
But the next 3 films.
No. It was Captain America: Civil War,
Yeah,
Homecoming,
yeah.
and Avengers: Infinity War. That was it.
I think
Oh, really?
Sony, what they want to do is they want to continue them afterwards.
Yeah.
And be like, we're part of the MCU. And then Marvel will be like, you fucking dickheads.
And what will happen is Venom will come out. It will fucking bomb. It will be a critical failure,
Once again, for
and then
Sony.
Disney will buy the lot.
I hope that's the case.
And
hope that's
God,
the
I
case.
hope it's the case.
Yeah.
It's
But
not like Disney can't afford it.
Absolutely not. Yeah. I mean,
And-
but it's about Sony wanting to do it because Spider-Man is a hot fucking property.
Spider-Man is, but Venom isn't, and neither is Sabretooth and Black Cat and
Yeah.
all these other ones they want to do. Now, if we can just get Sony, if Disney can just
good
go,
guys.
if Disney can just turn around and go, yeah, all right, we'll let you keep Spider-Man, but we're going to buy the Shattered Universe. And they'll be like, yeah, okay, because they won't make us any money. Then all of a sudden we get the Venom movie we want, we get a whole load of bad guys we want, and
Yeah.
then all of a sudden the Shattered Universe turns up. And who do they get? Miles Morales. Because who did Disney own? Miles Morales.
The other thing, one last thing I want to say. In the trailer, it says something like, awaken your inner anti-hero. And that is the cringiest thing I've ever seen in any trailer. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Fuck off. I don't want to see that shit.
It's like watching the trailer to Solo and them going, oh, well, you're going to have to come with, but you're going to have to break the law.
Yeah.
And you're like, actually, it's Solo. It's Han Solo. You don't need to tell him to break the law. That's who he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically, absolutely fuck the Venom film. Especially Spider-Man's not in it.
But if Spider-Man, Tom Hardy, don't criticise him. He's done a bang-up job.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
and I think they've done what they can with a really shit thing. But trailer-wise, better trailer.
Is a better trailer. Better
Only
Actually makes me
because
wanna watch it.
you got to see Venom. I don't think it was a good
No,
trailer.
seeing Venom,
that and
turned me
seeing
off a little bit.
Tom Hardy act in it.
Tom Hardy
Other than
doing Eddie Brock, and as we've just found out, the Venom voice have maybe gone,
Yeah.
fuck yeah, actually, this might be Venom. Seeing them put the mask on, the chinless little twat that they've made him, have maybe like,
I'm not super against how he looks because I want to see full body next. See if he
I
actually is-
got
Penis.
Tom Hardy's not big enough to be Venom.
Well, you don't.
It can be. Think about Bane.
Venom makes himself bigger, doesn't
Remember, he was Bane.
Yeah, but they've wrapped it. Yeah, no, he wasn't big enough to be Bane either.
I don't know. He was
No,
big
he
in
wasn't.
Bane.
Or Bane's supposed to be enormous though.
Bane is
Of course,
fucking
yeah, but,
enormous.
Well,
like-
it's the same with Venom.
When
They
you can
brought him
argue-
out with his mask on,
You can
and
argue
he
that The
wasn't
Rock
big enough.
isn't big enough to play Bane. Like.
No, he's
yeah,
not.
well,
So
But
there isn't a
that-
human
if
being
Venom
big
was in
enough.
this,
But then
Venom
again,
wouldn't fit in this room, pretty
That's
Yeah,
why
but
Thanos, played by Josh Brolin,
It's
is CGI.
Yeah.
But
And
then
that's
I think,
what you do.
I do like the fact that I completely agree with you, but I don't think a CGI Bane in Nolan's trilogy would have worked.
I agree.
No, yeah, in none of the
But-
trilogy, it
but
wouldn't work.
Venom-
but
Yes.
Venom, you can.
I want to
CG him.
see. Yeah, I want to see what he looks like full body.
Yeah,
I think
I
there's
don't
still
think he's going
time
to
to
be
make
big enough.
changes to him.
Well, he can
I
just
think there's
ingrow
still time. I
symbiote-
just don't think they will.
Symbiote stills. That must be a thing.
Also,
No, he's bald. Look
symbiote.
at the guy.
Symbiote is how
Yeah.
I always said it. And you're saying-
Symbiote.
Symbiote is how I
Yeah.
said it in the
Symbiote.
trailer.
Symbiosis is what it comes from.
Yeah.
Symbiote.
You say symbiote.
Cypriot. No, that's someone who comes from Greece or around that sort of area.
Symbiote.
It's not
Symbiote.
actually. That's not what it is.
I don't know if
fucking kill me.
symbiotes come from the cartoon, maybe, but that's how I've always
Symbiote.
said it.
Yeah, that's an Americanism,
Oh, okay, no, there you go. Yeah.
and that's where it will come from. It comes from the 90s.
So am I just saying they're all wrong? Symbiote.
Yeah. Yeah, there isn't a part of that.
That
that's
is
right.
literally isn't a word.
Apart from the initial sound.
Symbiote.
S.
Symbiote. It's fine.
Yeah, no.
I'm saying it as I see it.
No.
If you say it like that, then maybe you're dyslexic.
Yeah. Maybe they mixed up our test results.
Okay, so the final topic of this episode of the Not So Indie Show is going to be talking about online-only games. Now, it's not a case of online-only games in terms of like Sea of Thieves or MMOs or things like that. They've been around for ages. But this is a case of, it's not confirmed, and I have to stress that, but it's heavily, heavily rumoured, and it's not been denied, that, I don't know, is it Sledgehammer making this one? I think it might be Sledgehammer.
It might be.
The Call of Duty Black Ops 4 is to release...
Oh, yeah, Treyarch, isn't it?
Treyarch, sorry, you are right, yes.
Black Ops is Treyarch.
Yeah, thank you, it is Treyarch.
They originally did Black Ops.
Yeah, it is
so surely they
Treyarch.
can-
Sledgehammer's the
Again.
previous one.
It's handed off.
It might.
No, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure
it's
it's
Yeah, working.
But anyway,
Doesn't matter.
The Call of Duty Black Ops 4 is going to release without a single player campaign. It's going to release online only, meaning there is just the multiplayer element and probably some kind of zombies, maybe another kind of co-op. What was that other one they done with the aliens that time? It wasn't zombies like an instance.
It was exactly the same.
Basically, yeah.
It was
Yeah.
zombie mode, but with
That was
aliens.
Infinite
But-
Warfare or something, wasn't it?
This
No,
is
it was before
probably...
that.
Oh yeah, it was Ghosts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, this is not confirmed, but I can't imagine anything. It's probably going to release with the same AAA price tag of 50
I
quid in
guarantee
the
it
UK.
will.
Fuck yeah.
So, firstly, how do we feel taking the price out of it? What do we think about a game like that all of a sudden just cutting ties with its
Hang
single
on,
player?
is this Call of Duty or are we just talking generically as in
This
games?
is what I was about to say.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
so-
a big bit I want to clear
Yeah.
up before
Okay,
I go.
so this is not this is the death of single player games, because I think God of War, I've not played
Has
it yet,
proven that.
has proven that it's not the death of single player games. But games that have for so long, we're talking 10 years, offered players this dual experience, and then if they just turn around and go, no.
But they've been the single player campaigns and CODs. I haven't played with in a while, but to me they've been slowly getting shorter and shitter as they've gone along.
Okay.
And I think they've been wanting to phase it out for ages. They always seem like an afterthought now.
Okay.
And Call of Duty is such a
Like used
casual game again.
multiplayer maps used in the
as
story.
as story.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
It's just people play it for the online. That's what people play it for these days.
Okay.
This isn't Modern Warfare anymore. You know, it's not.
Yeah.
You know, it's not the original Black Ops with that people there.
Okay,
for story.
so
Hang on, so can I just check? Are we talking Call of Duty? I
I'm
really
talking
want. I
Call of
really
Duty.
want to make this clear
I'm
before I
personally
go
talking
into
Call of
anything. Are
Duty.
we talking Call of Duty here? Are we talking about Call of Duty, and then we'll go on to death of single player games,
Well-
or are we going to talk about
let's go franchise shooter. So like let's say
Oh, okay.
let's say
Halo?
let's say Halo come out and said we're not going to have because Halo 5's multiplayer is still running fucking solid.
Yeah,
so let's
it's
turn around.
damn good
Let's say
multiplayer.
Halo come out and say, okay, we're going to release a game, Halo 6, no single player,
That would be a shitstorm.
or Battlefield, or Bad Company. Like,
Battlefield, I could see doing.
There
it.
are differences.
Yeah.
okay, that's what we
So-
have to talk about.
Call of Duty Halo released without a single player campaign. No, don't you even
I
fucking
mean, that
dare.
started as a single player game.
Yeah, because Halo
So they Call of
was
Duty.
Halo was built about the story. I'll get onto that.
That's a good
I'll
point.
get
I
onto
didn't think
that.
about that.
I'll
Yeah.
get onto that.
Yeah,
Hang
go
on.
on.
Halo was built around the story.
Hmm?
It was the game that taught us that first-person shooters could have a narrative,
Yeah.
and it really was. Halo, the very first one, was the first time we really experienced
Yeah,
a
I get
true
that.
narrative.
Yeah.
Before that point, we had fun in Quake, and we had fun in Doom, and we did all that lot. But to be honest,
Medal of Honor.
Perfect Dark.
no.
No, I love Perfect
No,
Dark.
Perfect Dark's a good game, but it didn't really introduce the idea of an overarching story that developed the
Yeah,
characters.
It wasn't a bigger world.
And we were really introduced to like everything
Mm-hmm.
in Halo. Call of Duty did the same sort of thing. It took us through history, invading the beaches of Normandy,
Yeah.
and then pushing our way through in some of the dodgiest fucking historically accurate, supposedly campaign bits in the original ones. Was
talking
like fucking hell.
1 to 2.
Well,
I
when
guess.
I had to invade a submarine on my own by hiding behind a box, I was like, yeah, I'm sorry,
What was
but
that?
I'm not sure Stephen E. Ambrose and Anthony Beaver and all these other great historical writers would agree with you on how this
was your
played out.
character name Casey Rojek? Because if it was, you'd be fine.
I'd be fine. Everything would be all right at that point.
I'm lost.
Under siege.
Yeah.
Okay.
But these games were built upon the idea of telling a story, you know, and Call of Duty is about having that single player experience alongside multiplayer. Now, do I give a shit that Black Ops 4 is not going to have a single player? No, because
Absolutely
no
not,
one
yeah.
plays Call of Duty anymore. Well, you've got your hardcores and you've got your 3-year-olds who are on it, but no one plays that anymore. It's a dead...
Yeah. I hate using terms like real gamers.
We say, I mean,
but like
The real gamers
people
aren't
who
playing
play
that anymore.
actually play games do not play.
But we
golf.
say this, it's still every November. It's still the biggest selling game.
Of
now.
course it is, because it fits in with the FIFA ones. It
Right,
fits
It's
in.
literally that same group.
It is purely a case of
Yeah.
you
FIFA
know
and
this
COD.
title.
They go, I'm not playing Fortnite.
It'll
It's for
sell.
kids. I'll play
Literally,
COD.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, Fortnite's actually doing pretty well, but
Pretty
Yeah.
well.
That's an exception.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
That's an
It's
exception,
an
I think.
anomaly, that game.
But-
Fucking hell.
It's so, you know, and as you were saying, like about Battlefield or things like that. Actually, Battlefield doesn't matter as much because people never played that game
That's
for the
seriously-
single
I
player.
would say that. If
That
they
was
ever release,
always a game for the more hardcore
if they
shooter.
release Bad Company 3, I fucking hope they release Bad Company 3.
Bad Company's
That has to be single player.
quite. They're
Has
story
to be
based.
single player.
Yeah, but if they released that one, they'd probably see that.
Yeah.
Whereas if you played a Battlefield
That's what I
and
mean.
just went for it, it's like a Star Wars game. If they released Battlefield
But they-
3
But they did. The first one was just online. Wasn't
was
it?
just online, and people went batshit crazy, didn't they? Fucking how dare you! And then they released Battlefield 2 with a rather poor single player campaign.
We're talking about Battlefront.
Battlefront.
So I
Battlefront,
was getting
sorry.
confused there.
I always get them mixed up.
Yeah, I
'cause
so
it's
do
so
I. They're
fucking
very similar names, and they're by the same people now. So.
exactly.
Yeah.
You just like, oh, brain fuck. That if they released a 3 without a single player, people would be
Yeah.
all shitty because it's about the story. People want to get involved with the world.
Yeah.
Call of Duty at this point, real gamers don't give a shit anymore.
Okay, so then going on to the next point.
Yeah.
Should it be priced at 50 quid?
Absolutely not, but it will be.
Yes, it should be priced at 50 quid.
I disagree.
Because dickheads should be charged as much as possible. You know what? If you can milk the money out of wankers, then do it.
And you know
You're not
they're paying for
smart
season
enough to
passes as well,
understand.
aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There'll
And
be
then I'll buy this
£110 like Ultimate Online Edition.
Ultimate Online
Yeah.
Edition, then I'll pay extras for Snoop Dogg to talk my way through the game, or fucking Ariana Grande or anything. Yeah, you
That'd be
fucking
amazing.
deserve what you get. If you're still playing Call of Duty at this point, you deserve what
I
you
thought
get.
World War II would be the standout there, but it wasn't
I
really.
bought that one as a sort of I'd stopped playing. I was a hardcore Call of Duty player.
You played with Luke quite a lot.
I played
World War 2, didn't you?
Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2.
Oh, no, I
I
thought,
got-
did you and Luke play World War 2?
we played it for a very short amount of time and then realised actually this is really boring.
I was in it for the campaign, and I was
Yeah,
disappointed. was
played it
far
for the
too short.
campaign. Very short.
I played the
very
campaign.
generic.
Yeah.
I borrowed that from my brother-in-law, and
And then
was
jumped
like,
onto the multiplayer, and the multiplayer was run of the mill, boring, and I was like, yeah,
Such a waste.
Call of Duty is dead.
Wasted opportunity, that game.
Because it needs more now. No one's willing to accept this. Oh, we're going to play Capture the Flag. Brilliant.
Yeah.
What else do you have to it? What do you add to it?
The only
You can't jump from Fortnite and go back into
no.
the old style of playing. Yeah, fireworks are going
Oh,
on.
it is fireworks, yeah.
Is it when? No, it's Friday.
It's Friday. Yeah, they're celebrating
What's
me.
happening Wednesday?
Wednesdays in summer, the bandstand have fireworks.
Oh, right, okay.
Fridays during the summer is Bears Day, and they let off fireworks to celebrate me. There's a small statue that
That's
gets
insane.
thrown
I've
through
never been
town.
part of that.
Have you not
You'd
seen
think
that one?
You'd think I'd be head of the group.
So I've
Yeah, so sorry for fucking up your... Yeah,
No,
50 quid, that's too much. No, I think I am
think it's
fully
too much.
there for ripping people off. Which
Because they
sounds,
deserve it.
Because they deserve it. I think it's Darwinism in action. It's the new way. We can no longer kill people
Yeah.
because they can't cope in modern society
Gotta
because
make
that's
them
deemed as
starve.
wrong. Let's take their money and watch them eat McDonald's until they pop. That's how it
amazing.
works.
That's a fair point. It's a fair point.
It's a
Like,
very fair point.
because I mean, realistically, we're saying, and I agree with you that a lot of the single player COD stuff have been asset flips of the multiplayer maps.
Yeah.
So, okay, yes, there's still work going into it, but probably not nearly as much work that used to go into it.
Not at all.
So, I mean, 50 quid really. We don't play COD, but someone who does play COD is getting 200-300 hours of gameplay out of it.
Oh, at least.
Yeah,
at least.
So we're looking at, for that, it's quite reasonable, but still.
It's a personal preference thing, isn't it? Really,
Yeah.
it comes down to that, and I would never pay that much money for that game.
I think it's something you grow out of as you go. There's a period in your life where
Possibly,
you play
yeah.
Call of Duty.
I was never
Possibly.
so I done a bit at university because it was Golby was actually really into it, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I'll give it a go, and I was a little bit, but I have always been give me a 200-hour adventure to get lost in, like or
But
sports
you've got to
games.
remember.
I've always got.
You've
a weird
got to
thing with
remember,
sports games.
online Call of Duty. When you get into it, it's more than 200 hours.
Oh yeah, God, if you want, yeah.
When you get into it, I mean, God knows how many hours I put into Black Ops 2. It's scary. I mean, I played that game for an entire weekend,
You said,
literally non-stop, from Friday until Monday.
That's so-
I didn't sleep
so
during
bad.
that time. I played and I continuously played.
Lavish.
And I hammered that shit.
do
Because
that
at that
with
point, that's when I was really into FPS. I was like, okay, I'm going to fucking nail this.
Yeah.
And that's the point I was pulling off Moabs and I was doing all of that shit. And it wasn't a problem for me because if you put that many hours into something, you're going to get that fucking good.
Yeah.
And that's what this game will give. There's still going to be the kids out there who are like, yeah, I'm going to spend my whole weekend
People
playing
will
it.
want it. Yeah.
Yeah.
People will
And they won't
buy it.
care about the single player because
Probably never touch it
Fortnite
anyway.
has no single player. Most
Yeah.
people play
Overwatch
it
has
without
no single
having
player.
bought single
Yeah.
player.
No, that's true.
Multiplayer games are definitely, I think, on a
The
bit of a
only
high at the
difference
moment.
is,
That this has had a single player in the past, like
and also
Yeah, it's been
Overwatch
removed.
gives you everything for free.
yeah, that is true.
You pay for that first bit, everything else. I mean,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, the amount of stuff
Well,
they
you
put in
know
there.
these COD people aren't
It's
playing
free.
Overwatch, are they?
It's too hard.
Yeah, it's too
No,
hard.
no. The issue
I've
is
got to
it's too much.
cooperate.
It's too much teamwork. That's the issue.
Yeah,
And there's
absolutely.
no. Well,
Call of Duty
where's
is
my
a
KD?
selfish game.
Where's
Yeah.
my KD, mate?
It's
Hey?
not a KD game in any way, is it?
No, Call of Duty is a purely as someone who played hardcore,
Selfish
it's an
FPS.
incredibly selfish game.
Yeah.
It is about finding the spots, the places
Definitely,
to move around, and get the top moment for you. It has
You want the
nothing
final
doing
kill
with it.
and you want top of the leaderboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't give a shit if your
And when it
team's
was getting
won.
close to the end, I used to
Exactly.
do the most ridiculous thing because I wanted to get on the kill cam. So I'd be
Yeah.
like, if they
Yeah.
see me on that, I'd throw knives all over the place, throw
Yeah.
grenades in the air. Yeah, I was like the end of Lethal Weapon.
When I was first trying to get into it and get the pattern, you'd play domination, so you've got to take points
Yeah.
to win. Well, the best way to get your kills up and to figure out how your guns work and really work it is not take the point. Is have someone else take the point and you sit back, and then you wait for the other team to come in
Yeah,
and
you
try and
kill
take
them,
it,
yeah.
and then you just kill them. Defensive kills, off you go. It helps your aim, it helps all of that lot. You never take it,
Yeah.
and you move around, and that's camping.
Yeah.
Or strategic playing, as I used to like to call it. But it was really camping. I never stayed in one
Absolutely
spot,
camping, yeah.
but you'd
You
move
stay in
around
one area and
one
you
area,
jump
and
between
you'd
certain
control
points.
it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
That's
then,
camping.
oh, in comes a Moab, in comes this, and yeah, fuck it, I've won.
Yeah.
Actually, my team lost because the other 2 points were lost, and every other player was a twat, and couldn't use a fucking gun. But then again, they hadn't put in 300 hours
Yeah. It's
into
a bit
game.
different, isn't it? They're just trying to
So
have fun.
they're trying to have fun, and I'm trying to get my KD up. So I go, hey, look at me on iBeast, and
What a
so
strange mindset.
yeah.
Yeah.
It is. It's a pretty fucked up mindset, and Call
Yeah.
of Duty did an amazing job of sucking you into it. It was all about that KD ratio. It
Do
was
you-
all about being.
People talk about it at school
I mean,
constantly.
Yeah.
I'd still argue that console specifically, Modern Warfare, Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare is probably one of the most influential games on console because it made people go, "Wow."
I think so. Do you not think so?
Do you
I think it changed.
No, Halo was
FPSs.
the most
Oh.
influential game,
Yeah,
FPS
no.
game that made people
I'm
play
not saying
multiplayer.
not
Yeah.
the
If it
most,
wasn't
but
for
I think it's
Halo-
one of the most.
One
If
of
it
the
wasn't for
most.
Halo, there'd be no Call of Duty.
Yeah, you're right.
Halo is the most influential FPS game ever
Oh
I
no,
don't know
definitely.
about that.
But no, I agree.
for multiplayer.
Yeah, but
If you go before that,
Okay, yeah,
Doom
yeah,
is the
multiplayer.
most
But I do think-
influential.
multiplayer, yeah.
Doom and then Quake.
I do think a lot of people.
I've never quite decided on those two.
Yeah.
Quake for me was the one because it had a Nine Inch Nails soundtrack. But
Instantly
Doom,
gravitated.
yeah. So it's like Trent Reznor. Fuck yes, let's do
with
this.
the whole Halo Call of Duty thing, I completely agree. Halo is the most influential on
Yeah.
consoles, but I do think what Call of Duty done was they went, okay, at the time, Halo's seen as a kind of bit of a nerdy game, a bit of a fantasy game.
No.
We're going to bring it, because my brother-in-law would never play Halo, would never play Bungie, because he's like, it's fantasy, it's sci-fi, I don't play that stuff. But he sees Call of Duty as cool.
Yeah.
Now it's different, but back then, Halo...
Hang on. Having been back then, probably one of the only of us to remember back then.
Wait, which back then?
I remember Halo.
As in Xbox when Halo came out on multiplayer. Did you have an Xbox at the time with multiplayer? And
I got
and have
a year later, but I remember going to the shop.
So
and
you
playing
were a
Halo.
year out of date as I was playing it with people. Yeah. Halo was the game that made multiplayer.
Oh no, yeah, I'm not.
Before that,
denying
I was having LAN parties with my friends. We'd take over the computing screen, and that was the only way to play with other people.
It's the launch of
wait a
Xbox
minute,
Live,
SOCOM.
But no, SOCOM was after.
I'm joking.
I think
PlayStation
for
2.
the console multiplayer games, Halo.
But
is
Halo was the one that
definitely,
made multiplayer,
Yeah.
and Call
No, it
of
is.
Duty then tightened up the gunplay. In fact, the only difference Call of Duty had from Halo was that you could aim. It was looking down sight,
It made it more arcade.
and that was it.
Weirdly.
It was looking down sight that changed between the two.
Yeah.
Halo was very much, there's your cursor on the screen, fucking shoot, jump, that lot. Call of Duty made you look down sight, which gave that element of realism and
Precision,
accuracy.
yeah.
When in fact, as you said, it was more arcadey.
Yeah.
And that's where it went along, because
agree
it was
that
more...
Modern Warfare had a huge impact on
Modern
on
Warfare
FPSs.
changed
Yeah. Yeah.
Modern Warfare made it popular, which is why your brother-in-law then, it's cool because it
I remember
hit the
my mate. I
mainstream with
never
that.
forget. I was working at this climbing shop at the time, and my mate called me up and was like, "Mate, there's this game just come out. Have you played it?" And I'm like, "What is it?" He's like, "Call of Duty 4." I was like, "I'm not really a shooting game fan." He's like, "You can play with other people online," and I'm like, "Okay, that sounds quite cool." Like, I'm not, but I can do that in other games. Like, but I could. I'm trying to think. I used to play like racing games, things like that. He's like, "No, trust me. You need to try this game out." And I remember trying it and being like, "Wow, I could." I didn't get addicted, but I could see. I was like, "Okay, I can see why people would love this." I wasn't too like, I played it, but I played with them, but I wasn't like, I need to play this game, where they were up all night, all day. Because they were like, look at my stats. I was like that with Halo 3. Halo 3 grabbed me, like completely pulled me in. And I was like, I need, because I've already said, I love fucking customization. And the fact I was like, I can get this helmet, okay, I just need to get to this level.
Halo really had
Like,
Halo 3 had that a lot.
And it was just the tiniest little change. It was like the scratches on the right, not the left. I fucking need that helmet. but that's the kind of sucker I am. I'm just like, give me the helmet, please. The Halo 5, I was too late to the party to get into. I went online and I was like, I'm getting bummed.
I've not played Halo since Reach, so
Reach was really good.
Reach is
really,
Reach
and ODST
is my
was brilliant.
second favourite
Yes.
Halo game. Controversially, Reach is my second
I didn't play
favourite
the
Halo game.
campaign.
What's your favourite?
Halo 3.
Oh, okay.
Halo 3 is my favourite. Halo Reach is my second
Reach
favourite.
was really good.
I actually tied between 3 and the first one.
I don't mind
First
ODST,
campaign.
but I wasn't blown away as much as
I
other people.
preferred ODST to Reach.
Okay.
See, most people say 2.
2 is
People
The
go on
pinnacle.
about 2,
But I
could
think
not get into
the
2.
issue with 2 with me is probably similar to you.
Yeah.
I played 1
Yeah.
and then went back to my PlayStation, played loads of PlayStation, missed 2, then played 3 and went back and played 2. That was my issue.
That is exactly,
Yeah.
almost exactly how
That
I
was,
played it,
and but 3, I remember being like, it was like we had the conversation the other day about Uncharted. Like the moment I realised a game can be a movie
Yeah.
was Uncharted 2, and I was like, oh my god. Halo was similar. Halo 3 was like, this is just
for me.
Intense, yeah.
Gran Turismo is the first game that blew my mind.
the racing game.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember seeing a trailer
Because
for
it
that
was
and being
the
like,
first time.
it's real life TV.
The first time.
Look at it, mum. And she's like, that does look really good.
Before that point, we'd always been on PC. We'd always played that bit. And my parents were anti-console, which is pretty much why I now retro obsessed and I
Yeah.
buy all the consoles. But my parents were like, you can't have a console, you can have a computer. Just that way, exactly. It was, you can learn how to program. You
Yeah.
can learn how to, you'll need to
It's
word process
educational, yeah.
and be able to use a spreadsheet. Cheers, Mom.
They still teach it in school. Never used it.
The spreadsheet.
Yeah.
Do you not use a spreadsheet?
Fuck spreadsheets,
I
mate.
fucking love spreadsheets.
I despise spreadsheets.
Oh, mate.
I
it's not,
hate.
there's
I
nothing better
use
than the
page,
spreadsheet
not
that
Excel
goes
pages.
properly.
suck.
Oh.
I hate Excel. I use numbers on Apple. I hate Excel.
I hate Excel. I just find it really boring, and then I can never have
Numbers I like because it's so simple.
Couple of twats. And let's go to Excel and how we love to jizz.
Do your own podcast just on Excel.
Just the Excel
Mate,
podcast.
There probably is a podcast out there.
Oh my god,
There
I
will
bet
be a,
there is.
There
yeah.
will be a spreadsheet
A
podcast.
spreadsheet podcast. Oh, so I went to cell C5 and I inputted the equation to make sure that all the other cells would be blue unless you
that's
wavered over it.
crazy.
Oh. I'm busy mocking it and I love Excel.
Yeah, that is
But
you. You're
that
doing
is
an
me.
impression of yourself.
That is me in the weekends as I'm like, look, I could take this spreadsheet of all of these and if I just change
Do you like?
green, blue and red on each one and adjust them right, I can make a photo of myself.
Do you
when
make
we
sure
zoom
Colin's
out.
not about? You're like, open up Excel.
I put it on private so no one could track my Excel usage.
What would you, before we wrap up, what would you say about Gran Turismo?
Gran Turismo was the game that I turned around and it was like, fuck me, the graphics on this are insane.
I remember getting the first one on PlayStation and being blown off.
My
away.
dad bought the console. My dad bought the PS1 and it came with Gran Turismo and we were like, fucking hell, Dad's bought a console. Quick, guys, we might be allowed to play it. And we sat in the front room and he hooked it up. It was like Christmas Day. It wasn't. My dad had obviously, dropped acid or something and had decided that he was going to buy a PlayStation. My dad doesn't drop acid, by the way. He's quite straight-laced.
There's no proof that he hasn't, so...
Just in case someone who knows my dad sees this, or even worse, my mom watches this at some
His
point.
career.
Yeah.
He's an artist.
Renowned
Actually,
artist.
that's a good point. That'll make his career even better.
No, it won't. It won't, because people don't like the idea that artists are just off their head on drugs unless they're making work that looks like you're off
I
their head on
suppose
drugs.
so, yeah.
My dad takes photos of groin tops, and not dicks. That's not groin that way, as in beach defences. Thousands of the bastards. And then does
Interesting.
other weird shit. You'd think he'd drop acid looking at his work,
Yeah.
but he doesn't. Not that I haven't tried. Hey Dad, try this tea. So he bought this console and we had Gran Turismo and he put it on, it went on the big screen and we did the Dirt Rally one.
Yeah.
So we were in a Peugeot 206 and we're going because my mom had that car at the time as well. It wasn't the rally version.
Yeah, but...
we were like, fuck yeah, in we go. And the dirt came off the back and we were going around the corners and up over the hill. It was like,
The game is insane.
this is like watching a real
Yeah, I remember that
fucking
trailer
rally.
being
And it
blown
was-
away.
yeah.
'Cause you used to get the discs. The
demo discs
Demos
on
on, but they had
magazines,
trailers on as well. And I remember
Yeah.
getting it on that and watching the trailer and just being like, putting the control down like,
Oh my
Do you know, I
god.
don't
It's
think I had
happened.
that moment until
It's happened,
the first
like-
Uncharted game. Like,
Yeah.
I thought games looked good, but then when I first played Uncharted, I was like, oh my god, it's real.
Look at his face.
It's like, I don't, this is impossible.
There was
I'm
that thing
playing a real
from
man.
Kingdom Hearts 3, wasn't there, that went around the internet. It was like, we've all said that video games will one day look like the films. And then Kingdom
And then
Hearts,
Kingdom Hearts
3
did
with
the,
the Toy
Monsters
Story.
Inc.
And Monsters Inc,
Monsters
yeah, it's
Inc,
like,
yeah.
it's actually here.
Fucking
like,
Sully's really there. And you're like, hang
Yeah.
on, what did I just say?
Yeah.
but yeah, we went on a bit of a tangent at the end, but I mean, that's good for us. There's one
what
tangent
we do,
out of 2
yeah.
episodes. That's pretty good. But no, that has been the Not So Indie Show. Hopefully you did enjoy it.
I won. I fucking
Yeah,
enjoyed
it's
it.
2-2.
I won
2-2 now.
2-2.
2-2.
Yeah.
2-2.
Lethal B.
Yeah.
This is my boy. It's my birthday. But no, that has been the indie. That's not the.
No, this isn't the Incredible.
The Indie Incredible show, the Indie Incredible podcast, is another show that we do in case you really enjoy this and you want to go hear about indie games. Pretty similar concept, but we just chat about indie games. This has been the Not So Indie show, and we do hope you enjoyed it. We especially hope you enjoyed the quiz, and especially if you played along with it, because I'd like to know your score, and I definitely want to know your thoughts on Call of Duty going as a single player, going as an online only game, and the price around it. You can get in touch with podcast@indie-credible.com, or you can just contact us on Twitter. Dan can be found at the Dice Bear.
That's right.
I can be found at What's Up Woody. They're on here now, and Tom can be found at Dickhead.
Can you actually have a conversation at dickhead at the bottom?
At Shriek and Profit.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I said, these are available to our patrons a week early. $1 will get you audio, $3 will get you video. All that for just that for a week early access. I think that's absolutely.
Can I just add to our wonderful Big Boy crew? Big Boy?
Yeah, big boys.
Club.
Big
Boy
Boy
Club.
Club?
Yeah.
Brian, I want to know your score on the Spider-Man one.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Right? Because, he's a big comic book fan. He's one of us.
He's got to have destroyed us, surely, both of us.
I want to know. I
I don't know.
I want to know.
5 out of 8 is not bad.
I suppose so, yeah.
Especially
3
with
out
Slick
of 8
Steven.
is
I-
ridiculous.
I like
Spider-Man. I've never seen any Spider-Man in my life.
Dr. Lady Octopus. Are you fucking kidding me?
brilliant. But anyway, Brian, I want to know how you did on that.
Yeah, cool.
And if you want to join our big boy crew, obviously go to patreon.com/Indiecredible.
Become a big boy.
And we will talk to you.
we do half an hour every week on the Indie Credible podcast. Until next time, I can't say stay Indie Credible. Till next time,
Say not so Indie Credible.
yeah, he's got it.